Wait a second. Is it on the right mic? Yeah, it's on the right mic. Audio's just being a little strange. What's going on, everybody? What is going on? How's everybody's Valentine's Day going? It is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody that did something special today. All right. Molly and I, of course, did our Valentine's Day thing. You know, had some fun with that. She got me a monster with a cute note on it that was really cool, homemade heart and everything on it. And I did some a homemade flower arrangement that I was pretty proud of. Hey, what's going on, Spartan? How you doing, brother? How you doing, man? We also bought my new beater with a heater today. So finally that is over with, and thank goodness. Because now I won't have to buy another beater with a heater for hopefully a long time. I had my last beater with a heater for 9 years. Bought it for $3,000, had it for 9 years, and I'm hoping that's how long this beater with a heater lasts. So, because I don't need anything fancy, although I am fancy this time. So my last beater with a heater that we just replaced, it had no power locks, no power windows, no radio, no cruise control. And yeah, it was 2009. It got you from point A to point B. It was great. This one, though, has all those things, but that's it. Nothing else fancy about it. But that's all I need. So, Trove treated me well. Good, man. What'd you get from your Trove? So, yeah. I don't need anything fancy. I got a 2021 Mitsubishi Mirage, the most basic version, and it is point A to point B. That's all I need from my car, and I'm very happy with it. It was, after taxes and registration and everything, I think it was like $10,000, something like that. So super, super chill. Very happy with it. It was a 2-hour drive home. The drive went great. It has a 78 horsepower engine. And I was a little worried that, would be weird, but no issues whatsoever. 2 angels, 1 foil, legendary Tink and Elsa and Ohana. Very nice Trove indeed. Evie, what's going on? It looks like what I'm doing. Organizing cards. Yeah. My least favorite part, but I'm trying. Last set, it probably took me a month and a half to get everything organized. So this set, I'm trying to do a little bit better about it. I'm going to rearrange this. I want to just get it done and let it be over with. That's the goal. That way I'm not spending 2 months doing it this time again, because that's just, not fun. So I just want to be done with it. I want to get it over with and move on with my life. Because gosh, do I hate this part of opening packs. I hate organizing cards. I know some people are all for it, but it is not my cup of tea. Do you do by number? So Spartan, yes. When I get to actually organize. So right now I just separate by color, and then I will, once I get them all separated by color, and I'm not doing that tonight. We're only going to do a little bit of this, and then I want to play some actual games. But once I get them separated by color, I would then move this out of the way, and I will lay them all out by number, and I will get my playset for my binder, and then I will organize in my binder. My master playset is all organized by number, and then the boxes that I put all my bulk into is also organized by number. So yes, it takes this part, and then the arduous process of numbering them all is still to come. So yeah. But yeah, I just use Dreamborn. I'd go to Dreamborn, and then in Dreamborn, I then select organize by number, and I just do whatever's on there. And it works out well for me. I really like it. It makes it easy to find. It makes it super easy to find everything. And that's what I like about it, is I can find the number on Dreamborn. I flip to that page in the binder, and it's all there. Foils, though, I don't know what I'm going to do with foils. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about foils because I really hate the new foils. But at the same time, I want to try and keep them somewhat playable this set. So I'm separating them as we go. Oh no. I've got to turn my volume on. I totally missed that. Hang on. We've got to get that. Let me pull that up. Stand by, guys. We've got to give recognition to our first follower of the evening. We got Mago. Oh, geez. Oh, God. Mago Dioser? I'm sure I butchered the crap out of that, man. But thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. I hope you're having a wonderful Valentine's Day and a great evening. But yeah, so what we're doing is we're organizing by color. All the foils is going in a separate pile because I'm not going to get all of these sleeved tonight, but I do sleeve every single card. Well, every single card of my master play set. So I won't sleeve all of these tonight, but I will sleeve all the foils tonight in an effort to try and keep the foils as playable as possible before they pringle really hard. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just always so disappointed with the foils now. Like they even feel, I don't know. I just don't like them. But I've said that before. It's like beating a dead horse now. So we'll just move on from it. But yeah. Anyone do anything exciting for their Valentine's Day? Anything special with the SO, as people call it now, the significant other? We just exchanged gifts in the morning, then spent all day in Philadelphia to get a new car, and then we had our first Philly cheesesteaks from Philadelphia. So that was a good time. That was fun. We've never had a cheesesteak in Philly, so now we can say we've had a cheesesteak in Philly. Molly went all the way. She got the Philly cheesesteak with the cheese whiz, so she could feel cool like the locals. And yeah, it was good. It was really good. We look forward to going again. This cheesesteak place did sliced steak. And I guess that's the thing. Some people think sliced is better than chopped. So next time we go, we'll go ahead and find some place that does chopped. And then we can compare what's better, chopped or sliced. I don't know. If any of you guys are from Philly, do you have a preference on those? Or is it just whatever? It doesn't really matter, that kind of thing. All right. Oh, gosh, there's so many cards. Such a terrible experience. Okay. We'll do one full row of the Trove here, and then we're going to do games. We're gonna go back on Duels.Inc. How much did you open? One case and one Trove, brother. It went well for us. We got at least one of each legendary. We pulled a playset of the Elsas, which was good. One Angel, which is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. Only one Epic Stitch, and I definitely want a playset of those just because I really like the alt art on them. Two Donald Ducks, which was good. So it was a good case, a good Trove. Like we got a fair amount of legendaries that we don't have to go buy now, and we got a lot of our super rares that we needed. So I don't really know if there's anything we actually need to go buy except stitches. So it was good for us. It was very good for us. But yeah, this set I was definitely not going to get more than what I got. Some sets I'm always on the edge. Like last set I really debated getting 2 cases because there were so many good legendaries. This set though, it wasn't even really a consideration. I knew this set would be a really cheap set because the legendaries just aren't super playable. And so far it seems as if I was right. Almost, I think there's only like 3 or 4 legendaries that are above $5 right now. It's a very, very cheap set. So definitely one that I didn't want to gamble on. So I'm very happy with how much I purchased. No matter what set it is, though, I will always do a case just because it guarantees I get all my commons and uncommons, and then most of my rares. And that way I don't have to go out and buy a bunch of singles of that stuff, which I'm here for. So yeah, yep, it's very nice that the legendaries are so cheap. Exactly. I completely agree with you, man. It's a very good set for people that are coming into the game. You know, we just had the Epcot event. How's that been for you guys? We actually had a couple at the release event that started playing because of the Epcot event. So have you guys seen anything like that from the Epcot event or the California event? For us, it was pretty cool. I was pretty happy about that, getting to see that and seeing the event actually put in work. So it's more than just scalpers trying to get a bunch of cards and sell them. I think it does have a positive experience, and hopefully it does get people into the game. You know, that's the hope, right? So I'm optimistic. Maybe we'll get some few more. Our release event was huge, though. We had 35 people at our release event, which is really cool. So I hope that number. I hope we continue to see a fair amount of those people. I don't know about you guys, though. Do you guys get a large amount of release event people that come for the release event and then you just don't see them again after that? Or is that because our release events are normally pretty populated, I will say. I don't know if 35 people populated, but we normally have a fair amount. And then our locals are, 14-ish people, 14 to 16-ish people normally. So a pretty big drop off, if we're being honest. Yeah, you get a lot of people for your release events. That's interesting. I wonder if it's because people just really like the limited format or if people like the cheap packs. Because for us, the release event, you get 8 packs for $30. So I mean, those are some cheap cards, right? Like that's the cheapest you're ever gonna get them, really. So maybe it's just that people really like the cheap stuff, or maybe they really like limited. And if they really like limited, maybe that's a reason that we need to be pushing more limited. Interested to see the next set with the full kits and what it does. Yeah, me too. I'll admit, like at first, I was really turned off about the kits. I just wasn't a big fan, to be honest. I don't know. There was just something weird about it. But now that I've looked at it more and I've seen everything that comes with it, I'm really excited for it. It really is like opening a small trove, and it's like a little adventure opening all that stuff. You get all that stuff, and I think it's pretty cool. I've definitely turned around on my thoughts on that. So I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited to see if we get more or less people because of that. So okay. My mic is like in the perfect position and it's just a little bit in the way. So I keep like the blue over here, I keep like forgetting it's there. As you saw there. I really want to make this work. An Elsa location deck. I really want to do something there. I want someone to just break that wide open. I mean, you'd really punish the control players, like green blue, unless they specifically run like the card that banishes all locations. Like they're gonna have a hard time dealing with it. All right, we've got a card stuck. There we go. So I don't know. I think it could be something. Someone just has to break it. They have to find a way to make it consistently doing something. I was messing around with something earlier for like 5 minutes and it didn't go well. But in my defense, my first game was against Blue Steel, who opened up Angel into turn 2. He kept 7, opened up turn 2 ramp into Angel into Namari. Yeah, and then he played Namari. So, like, he was just able to clear my locations like nobody's business. And then I had, I had something else also, and then he just had a Zeus that he hardcasted. So it wasn't, like, the best test to that deck and what it could do. But location decks have always just felt weird to me. Like, they can feel a little slow. Ruby always struggled with card draw. Yeah. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. So I appreciate the new viewer, man. I hope you're having a good night. Ruby has always struggled with card draw. That is very much an issue, right? So I thought a good way to do like a... And thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much. I thought a good way to do it might be red-purple, because there's a lot of draw there, or a green-red. And you do green-red, so you could have all the boost, like the boost stuff. So you play the location on 2, and then you boost it a bunch with Emily Quackfaster or the item. So I thought both of those could be good. Hey, what's up, Nexie? How you doing? How's your night going, man? Over from YouTube. Appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. Hope you're having a good night. So what you gonna do with your Eeyore Enchanted? It's gonna go safely inside my binder next to the other cards, or other enchanted cards that Molly has opened. And it will be nice and safe next to all the other cards that she has opened on stream. So, looking all pretty and stuff. The Game Piece, what's going on, man? Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you stopping by. We're almost done organizing for the night. We'll play some games and try out Duels.inc. Shout out to those guys. They've already fixed quite a few of the bugs that I reported the other night, which has been really cool. Some they haven't fixed yet. Others they have. So it's getting better, which is good. Okay. I gotta scroll up for a second. Because I saw DeCandio posted a Ruby Ami list with it, but it had no locations. What? Well, I want locations. I want an Elsa deck with locations. I've tried to make the Duel Link Mushu work for several sets. I love the card, but Ruby Steel struggles with consistent card draw. Hey, I ran a Ruby Amethyst location deck before rotation that worked well. Very nice. So you ran it before rotation. Have you been trying? Did you try it post rotation with the new Elsa at all? Like, is that something that can make it work better? And then yeah, the problem with the Mushu, like the problem with the Ruby Steel, is the same problem as always, and it's so difficult to give that deck something. The only way to help that deck is for dual ink cards to come back into the game. And what I mean by that is if they give Ruby Draw, that's gonna really that could support something else that they don't want supported. Back in the day, they couldn't, because that helped blue-red. Now, maybe it's not as much of a concern, but if they give Steel Draw, then Steel getting more draw can also be really dangerous. But if they just do it together in Dual Ink, which is why I wish they wouldn't have discontinued Dual Ink, and I hope it comes back at some point, because I think that's a really cool idea, then maybe you can get the draw that it needs. But Ruby Steel, they keep trying to make this work, where it's a challenge-heavy deck and fights for board, but they're not giving it what it really needs, which is card draw, which is unfortunate. So, didn't know you were on Twitch as well. Yeah, man. Yeah, we stream to Twitch and YouTube. I started off on only Twitch, and then there just wasn't a lot of people streaming to YouTube. So then I figured out how to do the whole dual stream. And a lot of my viewers are from YouTube, just because they don't like the Twitch ads and things like that. But I still stream to both, because some people prefer Twitch, probably because their Prime sub or whatever that Twitch sub thing is, where you don't get commercials anymore. But yeah, I like both. I think they're both great. They're both do awesome things. And I know a lot of my viewers are from YouTube, so I would definitely continue to do the YouTube thing. Needs to have locations, and do you want to build a snowman? Yeah, well, that's where I think Ruby Steel could really shine, is if it adds in the Elsa stuff. Like, you still run the Calhouns, and you still, you run maybe you run the Mushus, because your opponent will have to turn sideways to take out the locations, right? They can't just let those go crazy. So I think that that's a way that you could get them to turn sideways, and then you're able to just blow things up because they can't let an Agrabah just sit there forever, right? I don't know. I really do think there's something there with location decks that just hasn't been solved because it's so much easier to just continue to play Blurple because it's already solved. It's already really good into everything. So why experiment with something new when something's already really good? Oh, and Blurple is pretty good into a location deck already. So it's hard for people to even get motivated or want to try and do that kind of stuff and then not get disappointed or discouraged when a deck like Blurple or Amethyst Steel comes in and just says, hey, I'm just going to do this thing and yeah, your deck was cool but bye kind of thing. Cooked up a fun new decks for this set. Yes, I've been having a lot of fun with an Amber Sapphire Detectives list. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I've thought it's kind of cool. There's some weird things about it. Like there's some things that just don't sit well with me with it. Like Judy Hop sending some of your important cards to the bottom of your deck and like some of your important removal pieces. So honestly, it's probably not the way to go with it like Detectives, but I love how many resources you get. And maybe there's another way to build it. I've just been enjoying it and it's been doing well. So I haven't had to really be like, you know what, let's figure out something else. So that's been a lot of fun. Amber Steel still continues to sit there and drive me up a wall because it has all these great things with it. Like Amber Steel it's really good. It's like right there. And I don't know if it's one of those things where it's just you just need so many things to go your way and it just continues to go my way, or if the deck is actually good and I'm just like in denial that it's actually good. But I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying all the different ways to play it. Because there is a lot of different ways to play Amber Steel mid-range right now. And so trying to tackle that and figure out what the perfect cards are has been fun. But it's just so different than what it's ever been before, like pre-rotation, right? So rotation half a year away. Yeah, after rotation, Blurple loses many things. It does, right? Just losing turn 2 ramp alone will change the game in such a massive way. But yeah, rotation, yeah, it's a long ways away. So it will be interesting to see what happens and what we get in the meantime. Is Blurple going to go anywhere? No. At this point, I don't think there's anything they can add to change the power level of Blurple. But just because it's so, the deck is consistent. It has a good early, a good mid, a good late game. It has good point-click removal. It's just a consistently good deck, and that's dangerous. It's like Amethyst Steel and why Amethyst Steel has stayed good for so long. So, what's up, Stuart? Cody, bro, do you have a 3 best decks you think so far? Man, that question's really hard. I mean, Blurple's number 1, right? Or I don't know if I could say Blurple's number 1. It probably is, but it's too early to tell. Blurple's definitely one of the top 3 decks, right? In my opinion. It's just, like I said, it's too consistent. It is just way too consistent for someone to be like, no, Blurple's bad. Like, get out of here. And then after that, it gets hard. Like, I still think Dogs is a top tier deck because, like, I mean, there's nothing most decks can do to stop that high roll. Like, yes, you can. Blue-yellow can go 2-4-6 Spooky Sight and stop their high roll. But you also, blue-yellow can't just Spooky Sight because if they have the Stitch Shift, you have to be able to Spooky Sight and remove their Stitch Shift. If you don't, then they just refill the board again. So that doesn't work. That doesn't save the day. So I think Dogs is still there. I think it's a top 3 deck. And then probably Amethyst Steel. But those are the easy ones to say because those were already good decks. Those were already great decks. So they're already built. People don't have to experiment really. They can just add the couple things that are really good, and it already does those really good things. So I think it's really easy to be like, those are the top 3 decks right now. Blue yellow has a really big weakness to aggro that can be hit on. Yes, they can counter it with Spooky Sight, and it's not super rare to get it. So that is an option. Amber Steel, I think, is definitely sitting there. Like I said, I think there's a locations deck that can be figured out. Green Purple Boost is really good. Purple Amber, Amethyst Amber, Purple Yellow Burn is also really good. So I don't know. It's easy to say the top 3 decks are decks that are already solved from the previous meta. Let's see what people are going to come up with, and then we can make a decision, right? So, bro, I've been winning on the draw with Amber Steel on the draw against Blurple and decent decks, and still doesn't feel good. Yeah, Stuart, exactly what I mean. And that's exactly what I mean with Amethyst Steel, is even when I win, something just feels so weird about it. And I don't know if what feels weird is that it's just a different way of playing the deck, or maybe I'm not confident in my deck building with it. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but every win I get just something feels off. And I don't know if it's because I could have had a better card in the deck or what it was. I don't know. But and maybe it's just because it's just different, right? It's different than what we're used to, and that's what makes it feel weird. What will the meta look like? I'm worried it will be mostly Blurple. Yeah, like, it will be. In the beginning, it will be mostly Blurple. Like, there's no question about it. The people who played Blurple last set can continue to play Blurple with the same skill set, and they will do fine. And they don't have to worry about relearning a deck. And that's a big plus for them. That is a big thing. It also makes them targets, right? Because now you can build something to counter that. So there's that. The problem is what counters Blurple. That's the difficult part. Amber Sapphire, I think, does a really good job against it. That is a very skill-intense game, Amber Sapphire versus Blurple. I think that's a very, very skill-intensive game. Amber Steel seems to be beating Blurple. But again, is it just a fluke? I don't know yet. Whenever I win versus Blurple as Amethyst Steel, I often feel like I win because they bricked. I never feel like I outplay them. I wonder if it's that. I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that so many of us are like, Blurple's the best deck in the game. And we say it all the time. And because we say it so much, when we win against it, we've like conditioned ourselves that because we tell ourselves Blurple is just so good and so above the rest that we beat it because we got lucky. Not because our deck is good into it, not because we were maybe the better pilot, but we only beat it because we got lucky. And I wonder if we're doing that, if we've done that to ourselves. Like if we have psychologically beat ourselves and just said that, yeah, we can't beat Blurple. We just get lucky, right? Like something like that. And I don't know. I feel like there might be something to that. So Jasper and Horace, what's going on, brother? Everybody, Jasper and Horace, big round of applause for this man because I always love it when he stops by. He was my very first follower on Twitch. My very first follower on Twitch. So always love it when Jasper can stop by. Jasper, I hope your mom's doing good. I hope she's doing well. Last time we talked, she was doing better. So I hope that she is continuing to do better, man. I hope that everything is going a little bit better for you than last time we talked. So I'm really loving Amber Sapphire, surprisingly. Being able to use Black Cauldron is sick. Yeah, I love Amber Sapphire. I really do. I find the colors like when I play the colors, I just think it's really pretty to play, and I really enjoy it. I just enjoy the deck. I do. I think it is fun. I think the deck is a lot of fun. I think there's ways to build it that we haven't quite figured out yet. Or maybe this is the way to do it. But I don't know. I've been enjoying Amber Sapphire as well. Will we see a Hiram style burn after the next DLC when the meta will be 40% Blurple? I don't think so. I really don't. And the reason for that is because Blurple is not nearly as good in the meta as Blue Steel and Ruby Sapphire were. Like it's not even close to the same feeling. Like in the previous meta, if you showed up with something that wasn't like one of 3 decks, Steel Song, or like a Amber Steel Song variant, but mostly Steel Song, Blue Steel items, or Ruby Sapphire, the odds of you doing well in that event were astronomically low, like incredibly low. And the stats showed it. Like, I know some people might disagree. They might say, well, at locals, I played a green-red deck and I just smashed all of the Ruby Sapphire players. Yeah, that's great. I understand that may have happened. But statistically, the numbers showed us that Ruby Sapphire and Blue Steel items were so much better than the rest of the field that there's just no argument when you look at it statistically. Not how it went at locals, not how you felt it went, that you had the sauce and that kind of thing. So, and Blurple is just not there. Like, yes, Blurple is really good. And you could argue like 2 sets ago it was there because it was Blurple was like 40% of the meta than Amber Steel and Amber Steel and Amethyst Steel. But if they didn't do it then, I don't think they're going to do it at all. I really don't. So she's doing a lot better. And for the Disney movies, I'm still on Emperor's New Groove. Haven't had time to watch any. Yeah, I didn't think so, man. That's why I didn't ask. You'll get to it again, man. You'll get to it. I know. And then for everybody, Jasper is working through rewatching every single Disney movie. That's his goal right now. So always like getting an update on where he is at. What's his name? Cusco. He threw off my groove. What is it? I'm sorry. You threw off the Emperor's Groove. Is it you threw off the Emperor's Groove or you ruined the Emperor's Groove? Oh, I don't remember. Cusco. What's his name? You threw off. I think he says you threw off my groove, and then the guard comes by and says, "I'm sorry, you threw off the Emperor's Groove." I think that's how it goes.
Are you even trying to do accents?
No, I'm singing.
Oh, well, neither were good.
They were both phenomenal.
They were awful. Come on, babies, come with mommy, the better parent.
Are you taking them all, or is one any of them staying here?
I think I'm taking them all.
I always get a surprise when one of them stays, and I go to bed and they're still here.
Come on, babies. Come with mommy.
And then they made him a Lorcana card. Love you, baby. Mwah. Happy Valentine's Day. All right. The wife's going to bed. Now we can have fun.
That was rude. I heard that.
Love you. Foil Willow. They did make him a card. He's hanging down from the banner, isn't he? I'm pretty sure is how the card looks. Okay, we're almost done. We've just got these 2 stacks, and then we're gonna play games. Maybe we'll start with Amber Steel tonight. Ooh, wait. Good old Rudy. Yes, his name was Rudy. Okay, so we can start with Amber Steel tonight, or I got just smashed. And I don't know if it's because his deck was really that good, or if it just lined up really well with what my draws were. but it was an Amethyst Amber, like heavy draw, heavy control deck. And what he did is he played a bunch of cards that drew, like 3-cost Elsa, 2-drop Cusco, 1-cost Diablos, libraries, but he played a bunch of Raging Storms. At least 4. He played 4 Raging Storms. He played a bunch of big Elsas. I think he played 4 Elephants. And oh no, I let a foil. And the whole point of the deck was to just draw a whole. He also played Finders Keepers. He just wanted to draw a whole bunch of cards and then just control the field with Raging Storm. So, he also played the action where 2 cards can't ready at the start of their next turn. So he would also do that to prevent you from like questing for more. I don't think he played the new. I never saw the Legendary Tink. So it does sound really cool. I never saw the Legendary Tink. I don't think that would fit very well with what he was trying to do. I also don't remember seeing Genie, or not Genies. That would be crazy. I don't remember seeing Dumbos. But I think we can try and build it. Let's try and build it after this. I'm almost done. This is the last pile. We'll try and build it. Never mind. There's this pile. Dude, my limited deck the other night was fire. It was, I don't know about you guys, but this is the most fun I've ever had in limited. I think this set is such a good limited set. And what's funny is the random like ramblings I've seen about it from like people that play a lot of limited is they're like, yeah, this set is awful. Like 3/4 of the cards are F tier limited cards. But here's the thing. If 3/4 of the cards are F tier limited cards, then doesn't that make 3/4 of the deck like really good? I guess. I mean, I don't know, but I've enjoyed limited for the first time ever. Like, I think it's been a lot of fun. I don't know about you guys, but I've just enjoyed it. I don't know. Sven is a monster in limited, an absolute beast. Okay, let's finish this up, and then we can build a blue or purple yellow control deck and see how that goes, and see if we can find something bugged on Duels.Inc. All right, almost done. Almost done. We're there. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there, and then we can do something more exciting. First time you finished first at pre-release. Congratulations, man. Yeah, I was 2-0 before I had to leave. So, I was very happy with my deck. I had a bunch of I had a really good evasive line if I wanted to go that route, and then I had a really good boost line that I really Uh-oh. It's a lot of purple there. Okay. All right. And then I had a really good boost line. So I would go I could go the 1-drop Rue into 2-drop Scrooge McDuck, and then boost the Scrooge McDuck with the Rue, and then the Scrooge McDuck would just get massive, and there was just nothing my opponent could do to stop it. So that was fun. But I also had the Donald Duck and the Genie, the legendary Donald Duck. But yeah, the deck, it just did really cool things. Like just the good evase. I know it's really blurry. I apologize. But it just did really good things that I was really happy with. The evasive location was really good. The 5/3 Morgana was just busted good. Just be able to clear anything. Alice for draw. More draw. Scrooge McDuck clears everything. Genie questing for everything. More rush. Like evasive answer. Like it was just great. We even got a Grandmother Willow, which was stupid good. I would pretty much just alter 7 for Grandmother Willow. Because when you have a 40 card deck, the odds are good. Bambi, really good. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed limited. So really, really enjoyed limited. All right. put all these here. This is our last pile. It's our limited deck from last night. So we're going to put it in piles and then be done and play decks. I used Crutch with Amethyst. Hey, it was fun. Yeah, I had Crutch also. Never got to use it. I thought I would. So, yeah, man. Are you going to be there Sunday for Born to Game? Hannibal, awesome, man. Hector, I'm glad you were able to get there. How'd it go for you? Did you pull anything good? A wise man once told me, sort it before you ignore it when talking about bulk. Yes, because I will ignore it forever and just not do it and pretend it doesn't exist. And it's not a good thing because then I end up buying a whole bunch of stuff that I don't need, all because I didn't want to sort my bulk. So I'm trying to do better, and that's why we're sorting it now. And then tomorrow I will put it in my master playset binder and we'll be done. We'll be done, and then I won't have to worry about it anymore. I won't have to worry about buying duplicates. I will go to Safari Zone and I will purchase everything that I don't have, and then I'll be completely done. I will not have to worry about any more cards for this set, and I will be a happy camper. I will be a very happy camper. Okay, here we go. I love Vixie. Vixie won me so many games. Yeah, I'm talking to you, man. Who else am I going to talk to in here? I guess Hector. But Hector's not. Hector only comes to Born to Game for set champs because he's a mat scalper. Or a mat. What do we call them? They're not scalpers. Back like in the Stitch days or Ursula days when their mats were worth something, people would travel out of their way to far off stores to try and win the mat. What did we call those? We didn't call them scalpers. Maybe it was just me that called them something. I don't know. But grinders. Yeah, I feel like I had a name for them, but grinders works also. Look, I pre-bought super rares. Well, I didn't pre-buy them. I just bought them the day of release. I bought a day of release Elsa when I opened 5, unfortunately. But that was my 4th Donald, so I'm glad I pre-bought that, and I was good to pre-buy those. So yeah. Okay. Sweet. So we've got cards to put away tomorrow. We are good to go. Now we can go ahead. We've got to put all the foils in sleeves before they pringle, because they will pringle immediately, and then it's games, okay? I know, I keep lying to you guys. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting steps in my new process, but we're going to play games. I promise. We're going to finish this, and then we are going to jump straight into Dreamborn so we can build an Amethyst Amber control deck. If anyone wants to get started, you can do that, and you can give us the legs to start on. Otherwise, I already have an idea of what 60 I'm going to add, or close to 60. So it'll be quick for us. It'll be real quick. So Mat Hunters. Maybe it was just Mat Hunters. Maybe I'm overthinking it. So maybe it was just Mat Hunters. Limited felt very fun this set. Good. See, I keep hearing that from everyone. So I don't know. Maybe it's Safari Zone this set. One of our Fridays, or maybe it'll just be a random Saturday. I'll get Angel. She owns Safari Zone Collectibles to do a limited only event. And I can support like the prizes. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we can get some interest in that. Because it seems like people really enjoyed limited this set, like more than others. I keep hearing it was really good. So maybe I'll talk to Angel and see if we can do that. So okay, only good pull was an epic Rapunzel. Went 3-0 technically, but 2-0-1 since my brother and I took an ID, but I whooped it for fun. To be fair, I made it when I can, and no, you're good, man. I'm just giving you hell, brother. Listen. It's a long ways from you, isn't it? Like Born to Game, don't you live up by 95? So it's like an hour-long drive, if not more. Like, no, that's a long ways to go. So, and listen, if people want to travel, if people want to travel 2 hours to go try and win a mat, more power to them, right? Like, more power to them. Do I wish people that did that would support the local store they go to? Maybe buy like a pack of cards, buy some singles? Yes, but listen, if people want to drive 2 hours to go do something, let them drive 2 hours to go do something. It's their time, it's their life, it's their money, it's their gas, it's their car. Yeah, I know it sucks. I know people get upset by it, but man, that's life, right? That's life. That's why I go to the desert. That's why I deploy and do the things that I've had to do so people can make those choices and live their life how they want to. So I am not judging at all, brother. Not judging at all. Come down when you can. And if it's only for set champs, we're happy to have you, man. We are happy to have you. So, all right. I think we've got like 20 foils left. Who in here is like me? Do you sleeve every single one of your master playset cards? My master playset is all sleeved in the same exact sleeve. It is all the same exact sleeve. The reason for that is because of Pixelborn Connect, right? When I stream Pixelborn Connect games, I got tired of having to re-sleeve my decks all the time, so I put them all in the same exact sleeve. 1 second, I have to grab more of those sleeves. So for Pixelborn Connect's purposes, it just made it easy to put everything in the same exact sleeve. So, and then when I go to an event, I'll actually re-sleeve them into katanas because I'm a katana guy. I love me some katanas. They are hands down the best sleeves. They feel good. I love them. Over an hour from my house for Dover Born to Game, about 35 minutes from Middletown. When my wife's schedule changes in about a month. Oh, yeah. My bad. Meant to say when my wife's schedule changes in about a month, I'll be coming down to Safari Zone much more. That's awesome, man. That's really cool to hear. So I always love seeing more people at Safari Zone. Just because I know it's kind of in the middle of like for a lot of people. So it's just a good gathering ground. You get a lot of people that don't normally see each other and everything. And of course, yeah. So, and I don't know. I will always fight the hardest to get support for Angel in Safari Zone because Angel fights really hard to give us events. So I will always fight really hard to get as much support for Safari Zone collectibles as I possibly can. So, all right. Almost done. Almost done. Oh yes, we're done. All right, we're done, guys. We are done. Everything is organized by color. Tomorrow we put it in master play sets. Let's get all this stuff out of the way. Let's get Dreamborn up and running. Let's play some games. Let's build some decks and have some fun. Because organizing is not fun unless you're weird and you're LD. No, Lorfessor really likes it. It's not fun. Okay. Get this here. Bang. Let's turn this off. Where is this at? This one. Bang. This is my beautiful car I bought today, guys. Are you jealous? This thing has a whopping... Listen, wait for it. This thing has a whopping 78 horsepower. That's right. 78 horsepower. Oh, yeah. This thing's a beast. This thing is a monster. Look at her. She's beautiful. She's everything I want. Simple, good turning radius, an average combined in highway 39 miles per gallon. It's everything that I want in a car. It's beautiful. It just does it all. It gets me from point A to point B, and it has lots of room in the back. I mean, what more could you ask for, right? It has Apple CarPlay, perfect. It has a great hatchback. These seats go down, and the seats go down with just one pull of a lever. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at this engine. Look at this engine. It's so easy to work on. It's all right there. It's all right there. Like you could, these tires, they're so small. It's going to cost, it costs like $150 to replace all 4 tires. She's a beaut, guys. She is a beaut. Okay. So Amethyst Amber Control. That's the name of the game. That is what we are looking to do. That is what we want to build. So when we go Amethyst Amber, let's cheat. All right. No. Let's do it. We got this. We don't need that. Okay. So what do we start with? Diablos. So we start there. We know the whole point is Raging Storm. So we throw some of those babies in. We know we want libraries to do crazy things with that. Elsa's. So we'll just start with 4 to make it really easy. Aurora to cheat out Elsa's could be something. Yeah, that could be something. So we can throw those in there for now. One of the issues with Aurora, though, would be, yes, it can cheat out that stuff. But is that going to be helpful enough, right? With what our master plan is. What is the name of that thing we want? It has the donkey on it. It's an action. It costs 4. Wait. Is it not 4? Is it 3? They never come back. Okay, so we want some they never come backs. Diablos, Cusco. Oh, I think another reason I lost to this deck is because I wasn't even paying attention to what he was like playing. I was sorting cards while I was playing the game, and for the longest time, I thought he was like green purple and getting ready to play the retro pod. So that was unfortunate. I think that may have done something as well. Okay. Yeah, Hector. So I played a game earlier, and I just got absolutely demolished by this heavy control draw Amethyst Amber deck. And it just beat me to the ground. It really did. I wonder if I can pull up the. No, I think it was on Fight Club. It wasn't on here. Dang it. Okay. Okay, so what else do we want? We'll just throw Grandmother Willows in there for now. Genie. Yep, we need genies. We definitely need genies. I don't remember seeing any stitches. Probably a little too slow. We're already at 40 cards. Oh, we need elephants. There were definitely elephants. Come on. There we go. Definitely elephants. Probably have to be like, okay, so right now we're at 8 1-drops, but 4 of them are Aurora. So we probably need some kind of like Rafiki. Oh, we need a guidebook. So we definitely need guidebook. We need 4 guidebooks. He also had Finders Keepers. Was he on Oh my gosh, this thing is so slow right now. I can't remember if he was on Stitches. So guidebooks. Finders Keepers. We're at 52. We have lots of 2 and 3 costs. So we got 8, 2 cost. Okay. We'll just start with 4 for now. We've got to have something to challenge, right? Like right now, if we run into an aggro deck, we just lose. Now, I know one way that they're trying to, like, you can beat aggro is maybe you freeze them out, but that's not super likely. So you have to do some kind of thing, right? Probably Rafiki's probably the better answer for aggro right now. Royal Guard is arguably better for this deck because there's so much draw, but I think I think Rafiki is just outright better. You don't have to rely on other things for what we're trying to do, right? So we can just throw some Rafiki in there. It feels like a sin to not have Cheshire Cat, right? Let's go ahead and save this. I have to purple, yellow, control. Bang. Refresh it. It was being weird. Okay. So, what do we got? They never come back, which was really annoying. Like that put in a lot of work. They never come back coupled with Elsa's. He just kept freezing my board. And that was like incredibly annoying to deal with. Ohana means family. I mean, you could get some real value out of that. So that doesn't feel awful. I'm trying to I don't think he had Stitch. I'm trying to remember if he had Stitch or if I'm confusing him with another blue-yellow deck that I played against. We probably don't run Aurora. We probably don't run that. That puts us down to 56. Cat and Hades 5. He probably had Demonas, right? I mean, did he though? There's a lot of draw going on here. But if you run Demona, you don't need Dumbo. I don't know if he ran Demona. He probably didn't run 4 Elsas, if we're being honest. Like an 8 cost uninkable in a deck that can't filter out uninkables. That many big Elsas is probably not ever a smart move. And we have to be able to control early game. Because if we just lose early game, then we don't get there, right? So we throw in the Cheshires. And then we could just do 2 Hades 5 and just kind of see what happens in the first game and just kind of go with this. Just throw a little bit of everything at it and see how it feels. Something like this. We got libraries. I just feel like there may have been cheaper cards in it. But maybe not, right? Maybe it didn't. I don't know. We can kind of just run with this and we'll kind of just see what happens. So we'll come in here. We'll import a deck. Maybe. Okay, let's do this. Decks, new deck, yellow purple control version 1, create, and then we want to import, bang, import deck. No Demonas, I don't know if that's right. Demona is just a really good card. We don't have, like, I'm not feeling positive about this deck, but we'll give it a try. That's all we can do is we can just give it a try. Yellow purple control version 1. Get in the queue. Wait. I'll fix it when we get in there. Okay. Let's see what happens, shall we? What am I looking for? Yeah, well, so that's the thing, right? Blue yellow is going to, or sapphire amber is going to do well against Blurple. Like it's a really good deck for Blurple. And the reason Cauldron's a big one, so a lot of them are going to have to start putting in Wasabi or they risk losing. But the other thing is that it's a very skill-intensive match for the Blurple player because they have to figure out, they have to be able to build up resources better. Meanwhile, their Genie is not as effective, so they have to bait out the opponent's like Horseman Strikes so they can get the Genies down. And then they have to go wide enough to force a Raging Storm, but not so wide that they lose their entire hand. So it's just a very skill-intensive matchup that can be very difficult. I mean, what do we want? We want a one. We're on the play. We want a 1-drop. I mean, if we're on the play, we can go heavy. Like, so looking at it, we have 8 1-drops, 12 2-drops. 4 of them, though, are Guidebook. We could keep Cusco because we're on the play. Send back the rest. Let's try this. Ooh, gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, this isn't good for us. You just let them and send your character. Yeah. Yep. Wait. Is that his Inkwell? It shows me his Inkwell after he passes his turn now? Is it my turn? It is my turn. How strange. Okay. We ink this Finders Keepers, play Cusco, pass. Oh, that's cool though, because so what was happening is on mobile. Ooh, wait. Oh, this is a weird deck. What does that Scrooge do? Can we still see the Scrooge? Oh, it's just a 4/4 quest for 3? Ooh, we're in trouble. This will be interesting. I mean, we could just, we throw Finders Keepers away. Get the library down. Quest for 1. I don't know if library is the answer there. Because we know that he's on Kiwi, or a Kiwi-esque thing. So he's going to be able to answer library relatively easy. But it is annoying for him to deal with. Because now we can go Diablo and move them both in there and then challenge into whatever he plays. That's 3 Plutos. Oh, yes. Okay, so this is... So now we can just go ahead. We could play Rafiki and then challenge everything into it. So maybe we just ink the Elsa. We go here, here. He's going to want to remove this, so we just move it now. And then move this one. And then quest with it. Okay. So now what we can do is we can send everything into the Jasmine. Banish the No, we can't banish the Jasmine. We only do 4 damage. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That tells you how much purple decks I've been playing. I thought... But here's the thing. We're not super concerned about it either. Because we're just going to draw a bunch of cards here. So we can play Genie, move the Diablo, quest Cusco and Diablo. All right. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, is he going to strength the Diablo? Resolve. Oh, he took out the Cusco. Or the Rafiki. Ooh, sneaky. Okay. Okay, so this is interesting. So we could play Hades on the Jasmine to draw a bunch of cards. I think we just do this. We get even more. Oh no, that was not good. That's not what we wanted to see. We need. I think we just do this now. I probably should have moved Diablo first and challenged, is what I probably should have done. That probably was the better move, because having to ink this now feels really bad. I think we just do this. I think we do this because we really need another inkable. Okay, so we can ink this to move this into library, and then we can quest. Okay, perfect. That worked out. So what we should have done first, though, is we should have drawn first, right? In case we drew into another uninkable. That would have been a much better play. But this is looking really good because we're already at 5 ink. So, okay, Vincenzo comes down, deals 3 to Genie probably. Okay, 3 to Genie. Does he have a song? Another song? He does have another song. So is he going to Thunderbolt the... Oh, he messed up. He Thunderbolted his own. I don't think he meant to do that. I don't know. I don't know if he meant to do that, but we are going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to target you. Confirm. I mean, he could have meant to do that, right? Because if he did that, then by doing that, I can't send the Diablo into it, right? So there is a world where he wanted to do that, but I doubt it. I don't think that he would have cared if I drew those cards. Oh God, this game is just over. This game is so over. Oh my goodness gracious. This is just... Oh gosh. I'm going to 7, so next turn I can Raging Storm. Oh my goodness gracious. This poor man. So did we just drop a library and Elsa? Just drop another library and an Elsa. We draw. We can go ahead and ink the Cheshire Cat. We can go ahead and move this. Oh, you can drag and drop? Yes. So we move this. He's going to quest for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're not worried about that. So we just quest both of them. And we already inked, so we pass turn. Oh, he's in so much trouble. There's no way he meant to Thunderbolt his own Jasmine, right? Like, he couldn't have done that on purpose. Oh, what is he doing? He has to know what's coming, right? Oh, we don't even... Oh, my goodness. So now we could freeze these, even if we didn't have it. But we just go ahead. We ink this. We quest everything. We blow everything up. We draw. And we pass. And that's literally just game. We could literally just blow up whatever he plays, and that's game over. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, it feels so bad. Okay, well, game 1 went well for us. I mean, he saw turn 2 ramp into Jasmine. So, do we just... We'll just draw... We'll just do... Yeah, we'll just do all this. And we'll pass. We could have literally just blown him up and won anyways, but we'll just assert dominance. Oh, another Tipo. So, Zeppelin, I think that's part of it. Like, honestly, I did not expect for my opponent, his game log is working. So he had a very, like, early on, he had to ink all of those like big characters he needed to banish my locations. But I mean, no one, yeah, like you said, nobody expects to see Raging Storm in purple yellow. Like they really don't. And honestly, like what is he going to do to play around it anyways? Not challenge, which is fine, but that's not going to help him anyways. And even if I didn't have Raging Storm, I could have just frozen his two Vincenzos, played characters, and I would have won the race anyways. But let's see what happens in another game, shall we? We're 1 in queue. 1 in queue. Red, yellow. What's going on here? Oh, we've got a Simba deck. I hope you win. I hope you win, good sir. Boost. Boost a Hades. Do it. Go crazy. Yes. Anala. Most likely, right? And I think that's exactly what happens is they expect that, and then they don't expect to see a Raging Storm come down and just ruin literally all of their hopes and dreams. So, okay. Does he take out... Ooh, that doesn't feel... You have to remove the David. Oh, he wanted the card draw. Yeah, but leaving David, what's in his discard? So by leaving David, he can play Shark now and rush to get marching off to battle. So leaving David alive just so you could get Ohana draw, that's risky because that's risky. That is really risky. He needs to answer Simba. Like, that card is just going to get so much value. Oh, sweet. Look at that. A match. All right, let's see what's going to happen. On the draw this time? Oh, on the play. Okay. 7. This is a bad hand. This is nothing like what we want. Okay. So this is the second time we've seen something like this, right? So we need to look at this range of numbers and see if there's anything we need to adjust. So, okay. Probably ink Rafiki, play Rafiki just in case. We should have done Diablo. So we should have done Diablo because we're on the play. On the play, we're not punished by playing Diablo turn 1, right? So we could have done yeah, that was okay. So what we can do now, we ink Cusco to play Willow plus Diablo. Willow, Diablo. Next turn, we can play Genie. Hopefully keep our Cheshire Cat. Let's see what his turn 2 is, though. Another Mowgli. Is it a ramp? Turn 2 ramp? How many did you alter? Opponent altered 2. Ooh, okay. So, probably don't need this. Go here. Yes, that is massive. Okay, that is huge. That is so big for us. Okay, so we can quest here. Quest here. If he wants to play Tramp on this to take out Rafiki, be my guest. I don't even care. So, okay. We still don't know what his second color is, though. All we've seen is amber cards. So, it's probably not blue, though, because he only altered 2. Okay, so it's red-yellow. Okay, so we're playing against a red-yellow deck. What on earth? Once during your turn, whenever you put a card under one of your characters or locations, you may ready chosen character. If you do, that character can't quest for the rest of this turn. Okay. So ink. Okay. So do we keep the guidebook or do we keep the Hades? The Hades possibly draws us cards. The guidebook definitely draws us cards. But here's, I don't, I think we get rid of the guidebook. Right? Because we have such a big lead right now that I think we're okay getting rid of the guidebook. And then we play Elsa. We turn this sideways. We take that out. We quest. And we pass. Now that is so I'm interested what you guys think, chat. Do you think the move was to play or keep the guidebook over the Hades? The thing is we're in a really dominating position here. So if he plays a character, he needs to somehow get the board back. So he has to like let us draw 2. So essentially Hades is pretty much guaranteeing we get to draw here, right? Okay, so he takes out the Willow. No, he took out the Rafiki. Okay, that's fine with us because we're just going to Cheshire Cat. So he's going to quest with this, right? Does he? Or does he take out the Diablo? So if he takes out the Diablo, yes, take out the Diablo. Give us free card draw. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we ink this. We play Cheshire. Yeah, play Cheshire. We take this out. Boost. Resolve. Probably just want to do this one and put it on 2 damage on Headless Horseman. And can we quest? Do we care about questing here? I don't think we care about questing here. Or I don't think we need to quest here, right? I think we can just quest. I think Grandmother Willow's done her job. Omni Slash, what's going on from France? Welcome, brother. I hope everything is going well for you. Dang it, that's annoying because now we don't have a way. Dang it. That is bothersome. Ooh, we can boost though and draw with Madam Mim. I really think Genie is actually a bad card. Too much Headless Horseman strike. You could be right. And that is something. One thing with this deck in particular, though, what I'm trying to mess with right now, we just put this together, is this deck is focusing on drawing a whole bunch to get to Raging Storm and controlling the board that way. So it is playing the game a little bit differently than how you might normally play it in that sense. So, but yes, that's Genie is in a really awkward place right now. That is for certain. So we move 1 to Headless Horseman. And then we go and play. No, wait. We quest first. We quest. We play. Return another character to your hand. Confirm. Oh, another elephant. And that's the big thing, right? Is at least he draws on play. And that's a really big thing for us, is that he's just drawing a card when he plays him or when we play him. So, and if they Horseman strikes him and whatnot, then they do it, right? Then we get punished, but at least that's what they had to do for their turn. A lot of the times when these decks are if they play Horseman strikes on turn 3 to take out our Genie, Simba's coming. We can not take out we can take out Grandmother Willow on this next turn. So I think we take out Ruben and Grandmother Willow here. So we can go ahead and we can ink the Hades because now we have Raging. No. Do we need Cheshire Cat at this point? I think we can get rid of Cheshire Cat. No, we get rid of the elephant. We get rid of Cheshire Cat. We drop the Elsa. We need to take out Willow. Let's take out Ruben plus Willow because we don't want him to ramp, right? So we take both of them out. We go bang. We go bang. And then we pass turn. And then now, oh no, I inked the Cheshire Cat. I'm so bad. I should not have inked the Cheshire Cat. We should have just inked the Hades. We should have inked the Hades so I could take out Headless Horseman on this next turn. Oh, that was a really big mistake. Oh, he conceded. It doesn't matter. Okay. So yeah, that was a really big mistake there. We should have inked the Hades. At this point, we didn't need the card draw. If he played Simba, if he ever managed to get there, then we were just going to Raging Storm it. We didn't need the card draw from Hades. I should have inked the Hades and kept the Cheshire because then I could have removed his Headless Horseman the next turn. And then I could have boosted it the turn after that to bounce it to draw 2 cards from underneath him and the cat back. So that was a massive misplay on my part. Brian, yeah, keep the Cheshire, exactly. So Raybar, I haven't asked how to pronounce your name, brother. Is it Raybar? Oh yeah, Zeppelin, you're right. Elephant finishes off the Horseman. I still should have kept the Cheshire Cat though, but you are right. Would you say it's better than the others? If that's the case, then why? Yes and no. It depends, right? Fight Club, in my opinion, works better on mobile. I love Fight Club on mobile, and I play it on an iPhone 11. This thing is old as dirt, right? And it works really well on iPhone. And I personally think it works really well on mobile, a lot better than Duels this system does. This system, though, is very fluid, smooth. It's very smooth. Like, you just drag things across and it does things. I do not like the questing feature of this one, because to quest, you have to, like, you have to scroll over the card and then select quest. Or you can choose Quest All down in the bottom left. But the Quest All button breaks if you have a character that has if it does something when it quests. And that makes it so everything doesn't quest. I like that this system does a lot of things very well. But not a lot of people are using this system. So that hurts it a lot. There's better players, arguably better players or more players playing Fight Club than there are this. So there's that. But I will say this man is fixing bugs like crazy. He's doing a really good job. He's doing a really good job at fixing bugs. So I think that's really impressive. So, oh, it's this. Okay, that's funny because I thought it looked a lot like rhubarb. So you can call me Rhubarber or rhubarb if that makes it easier for you. This one just popped up out of nowhere. I kind of like rhubarb, man, but if rhubarber, I don't feel like rhubarber's right either. So I don't like, but I do like me some rhubarb, man. Rhubarb pie. This one just popped up out of nowhere. I've seen it 2 new sims the last couple weeks. Yeah, we've got, I think it was a Lumineer's Trove was one of them. And then this one just popped up. And yeah, it's like daisies, right? They're popping up like daisies. Was it Mushu that said that in Mulan? So popping out of the snow like daisies. Yeah, he said that to Mulan. Mushu said that to Mulan. So, oh, we got a match. All right. And then Illumineer's Trove. I don't know if I've played it yet. All right, we're on the draw this time. In France, a player made Lorca Hub, and now he tries to do a soft 2. I love Lorca Hub. I think that's a really cool program that I have on my phone. So I think it has a cool simulator. I like that option to use that simulator. I think Lorca Hub is really neat. So Big fan of that one. Okay. I think here, Cheshire Cat's an interesting one, but what do we want on the draw with this deck? Lots of draw, right? Just Elephant would be really good here. Grandmother Willow into Elephant would be really good. But Cheshire Cat is really good also. So I think we just have to keep Cheshire Cat. Finders Keepers is definitely not good at all. So this one's going to be rough. Blurple, okay. We keep They Never Come Back. Cheshire Cat just got a lot weaker now because they Elsa before us. So he'll probably play Elsa to take out our Cheshire Cat. I wasn't looking forward to a Blurple match yet, just because I don't know what I'm doing with this deck yet so much. And also, we have no turn 2. We don't have a lot of 2-drops in this deck, to be honest. Grandmother Willow and Cusco. So that does feel kind of bad. Ooh, okay. So let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay. He mulliganed 5. Okay. That is Rafiki, so Rafiki could be good. Probably. I want to keep They Never Come Back in case he runs Iago. So if he drops an Iago here, being able to remove that is going to be really helpful to us. Rafiki definitely like slows him down a little bit, but do we care? He probably plays Elsa here. No, not Elsa. Probably plays Genie here or Cheshire Cat. We probably keep Hades, Ink Finders. I don't think we can afford to play Rafiki. Oh, Zeppelin, you're right. Yes, we definitely need Horseman Strikes because that's what I want on the draw into these purple matches. Yes, we definitely need Horseman Strikes. What was I thinking not adding in Horseman Strikes? Oh my goodness. All right. Oh. Definitely need Horseman Strikes. That is a huge misplay on our part. Okay. So we can go ahead and do this now. And we'll do this. We'll take out that because now... Okay. Definitely need Horseman Strikes. Definitely want 4 of them. So now we can make room for that somehow. So we'll find a place for that here in a minute. Okay, let's see. So this was what I was afraid of with these Elsas. I'm glad we cut it down to 2. Oh, not having Horseman Strikes is just going to hurt us really bad. Okay. But we can at least They Never Come Back it. Oh, good, 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 good. So what we can do is... Probably Elephant to Genie. And then next turn, we can take out his Dumbo. Or we can also They Never Come Back. So we can quest for 2. They never come back so they can't keep drawing. Does this client have Infinity? I do not know. There's one way to find out. It doesn't look... Yeah, it's not going to have Infinity yet because there's just not enough people playing for it to have Infinity yet. This is the worst place we could be right now because we don't have Horseman Strikes. So this game was really important to see. So we to remind us that Horseman Strikes is a really important card that we should have had in our deck. He runs Marshmallow? Good for him. That's funny. Okay. Marshmallow is annoying. So gosh, what do we even do here? He's going to Hades next turn, which is really unfortunate for us. I think instead of trying to be cute, I think we just take out the Dumbo, right? Am I holding on to they never come back for too long? Probably. I think we have to do this. Do this. And then we go into here. And then hope that he does not have Elsa. Hades would be okay. It wouldn't be ideal. No, we don't want him to have anything here. Like, we want... So, there's nothing better that he can play here that would have been better than Cheshire Cat. That was the biggest mistake that he could have made. There's no way there's a better card in his hand. Hades is not better. No, that was silly. That was very silly of him. Okay, sure. Yeah, that was silly of him. That's okay though. Okay. So oh, cool. Okay. You have to host a game. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, because then you can just play whatever you want, right? So that's a good idea to be able to do it that way. I don't think it matters what we ready. Yeah, it doesn't matter what we ready, I don't think. So we'll just do this. We don't have a good way to get rid of Marshmallow, which is rather unfortunate. Because we're not running World's Greatest Criminal Mind. So there's a lot of things we're missing right now from this deck that are kind of just staples in purple yellow for a reason. So we can definitely look at adding those into it. So this was definitely a good game that we needed to see to figure out how to make it better. So I'm glad this matchup came up because we're missing a lot. What's up, Nico? Yeah, so yeah, oh yeah, that's what he was trying to do, Spicy. It's just a really bad play. Like it's just, yeah, it was a really bad play on his part. You just never do that, right? Ever. So here you just quest out. Like at this point, your only play is to quest out. There you go. And then you quest the Basil. Yeah, there you go. So at least he's figuring that out. But yes, first off, Marshmallow's a god-awful, terrible card. If it's in your Blurple decks, it shouldn't be. It's not accomplishing you anything worthwhile. And that's just my 2 cents, right? I just don't think that it's worth it being in your decks. But do we need to take out the Basil? Probably, just so he can't quest. At this point, all we can do is hope for Raging Storm. So, but yeah, no, that play he did was just a little silly. That's all. Just to do the Marshmallow Demona thing when he could have almost cleared my board with just Cheshire Cat and gotten better draws off. So, you can make the cards bigger in the settings. Oh, cool. So. And then this was really dumb also. Again, this is one of those things that people will figure out. Raging Storm's a card. Yes. Yes. Oh, that's funny. Yes. All right, now he can just go super wide though, which is it's just so funny that he can just go super. He can just play both those cards now. And I can't do anything about it unless I find another Raging Storm. So let's see what he does here. But he got too high up for us to really be able to make a comeback. But yeah, that's so funny. But it also goes to show he should have 2 more cards in his hand. If he had not done the Demona play when he did, he would have drawn. Oh my goodness gracious. We have a shot. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're guys, we have a chance. What is in his hand that he couldn't do anything? The better play may have been Rafiki there. We'll find out. Oh my gosh. Okay, so settings, you can make it bigger. Okay. So he takes out Genie, that's fine. So now we have to freeze his board. Because he's just gonna draw 2. So we do have to play. Do we shift the Elsa? So if we shift the Elsa for 5. Right, is it 5 or 6? Oh, it's 6. I thought it was 5. Crap. So we do this. We select that. All we can do at this point is just buy time. That's literally all we're trying to do at this point. So we can quest all, pass. But here's the thing about Marshmallow, right? Like, yes, Marshmallow into Demona can be this awesome play that can do really cool things, and no, actually, it doesn't matter. You might as well take out the Cusco, right? It doesn't hurt anything because I'm just going to trade it into Hades. So, aww. Not that I could have done anything anyways, because I would have only quested for 5, but I think, actually... Okay, so... Oh, no. Okay, so I can freeze these 2 things. Okay. So we freeze these 2 things, right? And we get to draw a card. We can Hades first to see what he lets us do. So we can do all of these, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But if we Hades first into a Raging Storm, then that feels really bad. I think we just do this, right? Draw the 2. We only get punished if he runs Shift Elsa. Okay, no, we just do this. We draw the 2. Okay. So we go 5. Here. I hate this timer. You have to, like, I think he can boot me right now, if we're being honest. So now he can't do that. He can't ready those. Yes, there's our Raging Storm. So now we can just go ahead and just go ahead and ink here, play here, quest all. Okay. What's he going to do? Pete is fine. Play it. Yes. Oh my God. We're going to get it. Holy crap. We're going to get there. So do we bounce? Do we bounce the Hades first is the question. So we quest all 3 for sure. And do we bounce the Hades and lose the elephant? I think so. I think we bounce the Hades and lose the elephant. Right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bounce the Hades and lose the elephant? Oh, God. We're going to draw 2 cards off of... Yeah, we bounce the Hades, return another character. We lose the elephant because we're going to draw 2 cards off of the Cuscos. Where's our libraries? We need our libraries is what we need right now. Oh, this might be it. We might not actually get there. We might actually lose after all of this. If he gets a card that quests for 2, we can't make it. We can't get there. Maybe we shouldn't have played. Okay, that only quests for 1. That only quests for 1. We play the Hades. Let's see what he does. If he banishes it, that's fine. We need an Elsa. We need an Elsa. Either one is fine. 5 cost. Okay, there's our library. So let's do this. I messed up. I should have played Willow first. I'm just too excited. Dude, I'm not bullying him. He's at 18. We're trying to get there. We're trying. He's thinking, okay, can I let him draw 2? The answer, do not let me draw 2, right? Oh, dude. You couldn't. You just can't, right? Because now we do this. We drop this. Watch him play 1 rose. Like, watch him just have 1 rose in his deck. Okay, so we do this. And then we do this. We resolve to draw. Okay, that's fine. We quest all. So 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh no, we might not get there still. All of this draw, and we still might not get there. We have 20. Let it go. Oh my God, we're still in it. We're still in it. Oh my God. Yes. Okay, Hades is gone. Okay, that's fine. Is he going to quest? We get a free draw out of it. Now, here's the thing. Okay. Oh, maybe we should have played the Cusco last turn. Okay, so if we just play the library, and then we send both of these to draw 2. Play the library. No, we just quest, right? We just quest to 18. We don't let him quest. Bang. Confirm. He can't quest now. I draw a card. Oh my God, and we get a Raging Storm on top of it. And then we just go super wide and we quest out and we win, right? Unless he runs the 1 Raging Storm, or not Raging Storm, but a White Rose or something else, we're actually gonna get there. Oh my God, if it's a White Rose, I retire. Oh my God. Dude, there's no way. There's no way he plays a White Rose, right? Oh my God. Oh my God. There's no way, right? He would have played it by now. We freaking held him. We held him. Oh, you just got to believe in the heart of the cards. That's all it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that is a medium rare steak. That is perfection. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think he left. Oh my God. Yes. Ladies and gents. Oh my God. I think he left. I think he left the game. I think he abandoned the game. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know if I like large. Large is probably better for you guys though, isn't it? Do you guys prefer? Oh, there we go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys. Oh my God. Yeah, voice. They never come back into the quest. You're 100% right. Yeah, Maze, that was a comeback like nobody's business. That was amazing. Would have been jumping out of his seat watching this. Oh yeah, if him or JDZ would have been casting this, it would have been crazy, right? Oh my God. What a game. What a game. Oh my gosh. That was wild. Now here's the question, right? Did I actually like here's what I'd like to know, right? And I'll probably rewatch this stream for this specific moment or this game is to figure out if there was a moment in time that I did something that like impacted that, right? Like that really made a huge difference that maybe was like kind of, well, if I do this, I can do this, right? Or if I do this versus that. So I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'll be looking for, right? Because that's how you get better, right? You even in a win, you still try and find what you could have done better. The same way you do your losses. I also got lucky, right? I top decked the the Raging Storm, and that's a huge part of it, right? That's TCGs in general. If you don't believe, like, even the best players in the game, you got to get lucky sometimes. You just got to see the card, right? What is it? Yu-Gi-Oh! The Heart of the Cards. But I definitely want to go back and look. Is there something like a particular turn that I did? I don't know. I still stand by him going Marshmallow into Demona was a big deal. But did it change that much? I don't know. The only thing that it changed, it really, because he cleared the board the same way. If he would have played Marshmallow into Cheshire Cat, he would have been able to clear my board the same way he did playing Demona. But he would have gotten to draw one, maybe two more cards if he'd waited to play the Demona instead of going for that Wombo combo Marshmallow into Demona turn. So I really just think that he got baited by that and wanting to make that choice. But yes, I very much got lucky, and I 100%. So that's what that's why I want to go back though and see, is there something that I did though that was impactful, or was it really just, I mean, maybe that's what this deck you want to do though. Maybe that's what this deck is trying to do, is just draw a bunch of cards to get to that Raging Storm and then control the game with your Elsas and they never come backs and things like that. So how do we make room though for Horseman Strikes? Because the big reason we almost lost that game was we had no way to handle his Dumbo. So his Dumbo let him draw 4 cards. So, or three, at least 3 cards. So how we need to be able to answer that Dumbo. If he had Elsa, right, 5-cost Elsa, then I wouldn't have had a way to be able to actually handle his Dumbo. So we definitely need Horseman Strikes. The question is, what do we cut to make room for it? Sven could... Oh, that's right. Yes. Yes, you're 100% correct. He was on 4 Svens. He played 4... He played 4 Svens against me. And every time he would play one, I'd think to myself, okay, we're not going to run into another. Like, nope. Then he plays a second. Then he plays a third. Then he plays a fourth. And so, yes, lots of Svens. Okay, so do we just not play Elephant? Maybe. So Seth, the reason I kind of like started theory crafting this deck is because I just got my butt handed to me by something similar to this earlier today, where he just did, it wasn't on stream, so unfortunately I can't go back and rewatch it, but he just did all this. Part of it is because I didn't expect Raging Storm, and I played straight into it, like a big old special person. And so that was part of it. But then he kept playing Elephants, and he kept bouncing Elsa plus 3-cost Elsa. So he would play 3-cost Elsa and then shift the big Elsa on top of it. And then he'd bounce them with the Elephants to continue to lock my board down while also drawing cards with the 3-cost Elsa. So that was really annoying. We could also bounce Cheshire Cats. Do we need 4? Probably not. Like, we could probably just run 2, and that would be fine. But I'm very cognizant that Amethyst Steel is a deck, right? No one's playing it right now because Amethyst Steel is incredibly boring, and no one wants to play an incredibly boring deck when we have all these new cards, right? Because that's just not fun. So no one's really playing Amethyst Steel, but I'm very cognizant that Amethyst Steel is 100% In my opinion, a tier 1 deck. It's just sleeping right now because no one wants to play a boring deck with new cards. So move those keepers. Yeah, I agree. Every time we've had keepers, we've inked it. I like the idea of keepers because drawing 3 is fun. So I do like the idea of keepers, but I don't think we need that many. We're at 18 on inkables also. It is super expensive. It is, right? And so maybe we don't need any, right? Because let's look at our draw. We've got Diablo, Cusco, Elsa, Genie, and Hades, and Library, and Guidebook. So we can play Magical Maneuvers over Mim Elephant. Exert something late game to hit it, and return something the turn before a Raging Storm. Magical Maneuvers is a really good answer against Iago also, which is something like people found out this weekend that Iago is still very much a good card in Blurple. Return chosen character of yours to your hand. Exert chosen character. I hate Amethyst Steel. I've never enjoyed it, and I wish I did. I really wish I enjoyed Amethyst Steel more, just because it's so good. And what it's doing is just so consistently good. I would love to just be an Amethyst Steel main through and through, and just show up places and play my deck, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, good card after good card after good card. I just don't enjoy it. I just don't enjoy Amethyst Steel. I don't know. Maybe I need to give it another shot, but I don't know. Okay. Omni knows what's good. Yeah. Color of the Wind better. Color of the Wind could work over Finders Keepers. That could be something. The problem is like Color of the Wind. Color? No. What is it doing? Color. Oh, that's okay. The problem with Color of the Wind is if Amethyst is such a popular deck, as it will be, right? It's going to be an extremely popular deck. Amber is going to be extremely popular color. Then there's a lot of chances for me to only draw one card. And I'm not a huge fan of that. Like, it's kind of like a cantrip at that point, but I don't know how good I feel about that, if we're being honest. Magical Maneuvers, though. Magical Maneuvers is interesting. I don't think I want to cut Elephant from Magical Maneuvers. And the reason for that is because of how good Elephant is into Amethyst Steel. I can see that. I can definitely see that. I can get on board with it being better than Finders Keepers. So yeah, I think Madame M Elephant's just too good for Amethyst Steel. And honestly, it's not a bad card against aggro. Like if we get a Madame M Elephant down turn 3 against Amber Steel aggro, even if they start Tiana, Elephant helps us clear the Tiana really easily. So that's good. Yeah, that's just it too. Amethyst Steel used to be like a good budget deck. Now it can still be a good budget deck. You run like Yzmas now and things like that, and you can still do good with it for a very cheap price as well. I think it's a great budget option as well to still do really well into most any meta. So okay. So we're at 62 with 18 on inkables. We've got our 4 Horseman Strikes, which makes me happy. That feels really good. Gosh, is it a sin to say cut Grandmother Willow? Is that like a Cardinal Lorcana sin to do that? Because that would drop us down to 14 on Inkables. But that really slows us down a lot. But at the same time, if we're able to go, we would need another 2-drop though. I mean, and what's left for 2-drops if we cut Grandmother Willow? Pudge. Ooh. What if we cut Grandmother Willow for Mowgli? What do we think about that? Right? What do we think about that? That could be interesting. We could run Iago just to go heavy into aggro. I play Pinocchio strings attached instead of 4-cost Dumbo and your Amethyst Steel. I would be, gosh, I've never seen someone play Pinocchio strings attached. That's the one that, no, Bambi's the one when they play. Is that the one when it's banished or when it quests? It goes back to your hand or something? Strings. Once during your turn, whenever you're ready. Oh, wow. Never mind. I was thinking a totally different card. Ooh, that's annoying too. You may draw a card if it readies and it quests for 2. That is annoying. That's clever. I've never seen that card played. Okay, what if we cut Willow for Mowgli? What if we cut Willow for Mowgli? Is that a bad naughty stop it sin? Or do we just want 18 on Inkables and we cut something else? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. I really want to go up to 4 Elsas after that game because of how good Elsa was, but I think that's a really bad idea. So we won't do it. What's raising the cost on this deck so much? 129. We've got $40 in Hades. Oh, and Genies. Okay. I don't, Omni. I don't. But at the same time, like, we have a curve. So maybe we don't need it. Right? Because we're not playing Demona, so we're not having to empty our hand out super fast. And we have a curve. So maybe we just don't need Willow. Is my thought. But we have no way to know until we try it, right? You know what I should have been doing this whole time? I should have been putting these games into the Metafy. Dang it. So I've been playing so much mobile lately, I haven't been able to upload my Metafy like I like. Which really bothers me because I really wish I could update this more often. But I've been playing so much mobile that it's been hard to... Okay. So let's... Give me just a second. We're going to run another game. Text. This is purple, yellow, mega control draw. Okay. So we're going to duplicate this and save it. Purple, yellow, version 2. Give me just a second. I need to do something. You guys are going to see how I update my Metafy for the deck notes. So we go in here. We download this. We drag it over to Metafy. Image. Bang. Crop. Okay, so this was our version 1. Okay, so this was version 1. Heading version 1, and then I'll update my notes later on it. Now let's go ahead and go back to this and get the other version, version 2. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to editing. We're at 62 cards. How did that happen? Okay, what do we got here? You run 2 or 3 Sphin. You save places for Willow. If you draw into Uninkables, that's true as well. So yeah, maybe we can do that. Maybe we can do that. Do we really need 4 Raging Storm? Like maybe 3 is just enough. And then we can do this. Do this. Just cut the Hades because we have so much draw already. Cutting Hades feels really bad and really dumb though. Like that feels really bad to cut Hades. So I don't know if that's the answer. Probably 3 libraries. I think that's very true about Willow though, especially where we have these high costs on Inkables. So we can do that. We go up to 4. And we just need to cut 1 more card. Maybe 1 Horseman Strikes. Just to make it easy. Just to see how that feels. What really sucks right now is like Diablo's not really a 1-drop, right? Like against aggro, Diablo, like against aggro, we just lose, right? Like how do we ever beat aggro right now? But I think that's an issue for most decks, right? Is like how do you beat aggro? How do you not just lose? Maybe you just pretend it doesn't exist, and that's what you're okay with. Is the pretending game. So that's where we have to figure things out, right, Omni? So we could run World's Greatest Criminal Mind, right? But then what do we cut? What do we cut to run World's Greatest Criminal Mind? And that's where the issue is do we cut Cheshire Cat for World's Greatest Criminal Mind? If we cut Cheshire Cat, then we're really in deep trouble against we're in really big trouble against aggro at that point. If we add World's Greatest Criminal Mind, like let's say we add 3 World's Greatest and 1 Horseman Strikes and we cut Cheshire Cat, that is going to really that's going to really help our big matches. World's Greatest Criminal Mind, though, is really bad without Elenwe or Rapunzel, or not Rapunzel, Elenwe or Basil and things like that, because we don't have that additional aid to boost things. But it does answer a lot. So you're right. Sven does help against aggro a lot. Like if we get Sven down against an aggro deck and we go Grandmother Willow into Sven, like that's going to be huge. I really don't want to cut more draw though, is the problem, to make room for World's Greatest Criminal Mind. I really think your Elsa line takes too much space. The idea is good, but it's heavy. Like the Shift Elsa, Shift Elsa though, of our 3 games, Shift Elsa's won us 2 of them. Like, so getting rid of Elsa feels really bad. This is where Elsa gets difficult though, is were we in that position to lose because we had the 8 cost on Inkable in our hand, bricking our hand. Josh J, just catching up, watching that comeback, chills. Had the same experience at a set champs against an Amber Steel aggro, came back from a 0-19 to win it. Nice, man. You love comebacks, right? I'm glad you enjoyed the comeback, because that was something else, man. That was something else. So okay. I mean, we could try that, right? But part of what this deck is trying to do is freeze your opponent to get to the Raging Storm. But maybe you don't need to freeze your opponent if you just banish everything they're trying to play with something like World's Greatest Criminal Mind. Elsa does get a lot better if we play Elenwe, but then that means cutting Diablo. Maybe we don't need 2 libraries. Or maybe we don't need 3 libraries. We can just run 2. Okay, let's just try this. This is one of the things that I don't want to get stuck in is we theory craft the whole time and we don't see what's actually working. So let's actually do like a game and actually see what's happening with it. So okay, because I don't want to get caught in the trap of just like, yeah, this idea or this idea or this idea, and then we get stuck. And it could be that we're just trying to be too cute. Maybe the whole idea is do what the deck normally does really well and then add in the Raging Storms and a lot of draw options. And maybe that is the answer. And we're just trying to be too cute with the else's and stuff. And that could be it. And that's what we'll find out. That was fast. 3 Hades, 3 Ursula, 4 Demona, 4 Stitch Surfer, 2 Ohana, 4. You just want me to go crazy. You just want me to change everything. 3 Ursula. I don't. So you're talking a line of going back to what purple yellow was, right? Amethyst amber was. And because that's very reminiscent of what it was. You're just adding the Stitch Surfer. And we could go back that route. And I think that's a very safe route and a very good route that we could look at, right? But I'm trying not to get stuck in this idea of just doing the same thing because we know it works really well. If that makes any sense at all. Like, we know that a line like that works really well. Like a hardcore Amethyst Amber tempo deck. And because it's really good against the other Amethyst decks. But I don't want to go to that quite yet. I'd like to see what other options we could possibly have with the deck and how it could possibly grow. Maybe focusing a Raging Storm package. Because in something like that, with the Hades and the Ursulas and the Demonas and the Stitch Surfers, I don't think you need Raging Storm. You could still run a couple because like the Stitch Surfer is going to help you draw cards and stuff. So that is an option, but I don't want to go quite to that route yet. This might be Sam's first time playing this, playing on Duels.inc. He's being very slow. Oh, ooh, Amber Steel aggro something or another. So, ooh, this is tough. I really want to play Willow, but Mowgli could be really good to hit something. I think we just do the Cheshire because we have another one and we go Rafiki. I really want to play Willow here, or I really want to play Mowgli into Cheshire, but we could also just go Willow into Sven to take out Daisy, and I think we need to do that. I think we have to get Sven down. And I think what we should have done is inked the Mowgli to keep the Cheshire Cat. And I think that would have been fine. I'll take another Sven. Okay. Whew. Okay. So now we go ahead and we ink the Mowgli. Okay, he can't quest with the Stitch because of Rafiki. We pseudo get punished if he fires the cannons this, but I'm not too worried about it because if he fires the cannons this, then he can't take out, or he can, but he likely can't take out the Cheshire Cat. It would be really hard for him to. He'd have to hard cast Strength of a Raging Fire unless he plays an Ursula or Troubadour plus plus fire the cannons here. So we're going to see, but yeah, these Finns are going to be really annoying for him. I think right now we just ink They Never Come Back. Rapunzel's Tower? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Well, at least we can remove it here. Like, we have to go Rafiki. We have to go Rafiki and Sven into Rapunzel's Tower. I mean, okay. So we ink They Never Come Back. Okay, let's do math. So 2 Willow. So if I play Willow, it does -1, right? Okay, so Willow math. So if I play Willow, Willow will cost 1. And then I'll have 1, 2, 3. So I can't play Sven. Okay, so I do that, and then I play Sven. So Sven will hit for 5, so I can take out the tower. Okay. So now Stitch will trade into Rafiki. But then Elsa trades it. Elsa will take out the Stitch. Elsa goes into Stitch. Sven goes into Daisy. And then Cheshire Cat to move 2 damage to something else. So he probably doesn't quest here. He's probably not going to quest. Oh, he missed on Nani. What was that locate? No log available. Unfortunate. Okay. Well, I'm glad we added the Svens in. Okay. What could we have done better? I probably shouldn't have inked the Cheshire Cat. Even though I already had one, when I saw Grandmother Willow, my answer should have immediately been Grandmother Willow is always the turn 2. Like, always the turn 2 play. So I should have inked the Mowgli and kept both cats. Now, if I was forced to then ink the other Cheshire Cat later on, that's the answer, right? That's what we do. But I think inking that first Cheshire Cat was the mistake. So from that game. Other than that, yeah, 2 Svens is just disastrous. Like, that's pretty tough for an aggro. Ooh, oh god, 3 snow forts. Oh god. 3 snow forts is disgusting. He can't take out. I mean, there's nothing he can do against this Minnie Mouse. This Minnie Mouse is a 3/4 with resist +3. Oh my god. Oh, we got a match. Okay. That was weird. He sent that into it. So he's going to draw 6 here? Is he going to draw 6 off of Hwanamin's family? Or did he just forget about Snowfort math? Double warded character. He has to Raging Storm here. I think he forgot about Snowfort math. Or he's about to Raging Storm. Nope. Okay. Yeah, Omni, exactly. Like, the other option, maybe send Sven into Daisy, then following turn take tower. What's up, VCB? So, real quick, Spicy. So I was considering that option as well. Am I going first? I think I'm going first. I wasn't watching. Did I win the altar? Player 2 goes first. Okay, I lost the altar. It's probably still just Cheshire Cat, right? I mean, 1, 2, 3, Genie, something like this. And that could have been a play too. Going into the Daisy, I would have had to send the Rafiki and that into the Daisy, and that could have, yeah. I think either play would have been fine. Ooh, dogs. Dogs isn't the best for us. But I think either play would have been fine, and we would have been happy with either play there. I don't want Rapunzel's Tower to sit around because there's just so much damage you can do from Rapunzel's Tower sitting around for too long. But I think where we had so many spins, it wouldn't have mattered. So yeah. Maybe keeping the 2 lore off the board would have been the answer. So but VC. So VCB 43, welcome to the channel, man. I'm really glad you could be here. The channel, we just trying to have fun playing Lorcana, right? We've got the YouTube channel, so you're watching from YouTube. I've really tried and focus on a lot of deck spotlights and talking about the meta and everything. But recently, I've gotten my local scene more involved in like a podcast, and we're trying to do a lot more with like the competitive local level. Or not, like more of the casual. So there's a lot of casual stuff with the podcast, and then we have this option to also just, and then we focus on more of the competitive side. So the videos I do myself are focusing on more on the competitive side, and then the videos I do with my locals, the Mad Hatters, we focus more on doing things with the casual side and have a good time, I think. In my opinion, for whatever my opinion's worth. No! Oh, okay, that's fine. I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. We take this out. So what we could do is not take this out and take this out instead because of Cheshire Cat. So we can ink this to play Cheshire. I think we just take out Diablo, though. We don't want him to have a whole bunch of lore. So I think we just do that, and we feel okay doing that. Omni watching this game, and then after going to bed, it's 3:45 a.m. here. Hey, thanks for staying up so late to watch, man. I hope it's been worth your time. I hope we don't lose the last game, but he's about to go super aggro. If he plays oh my god, he's gonna quest for 6 here. He's gonna quest for 5. Oh god, he quests for 6. Oh my god. Oh my god, he just quested for 6 with Mulan. He had the hyper craziness. Okay. So what we do here is we definitely, what really sucks is we can't stop it though, right? So I think we just have to do this, right? We just have to do this. And then we can go, they never come back here, and then let's just do that. They never come back on both of these, and then we're able to move the 2 damage to take them out. And then we go here and here. And oh no, I can't. Well, yes, I can. Okay. Okay, so he gets nothing with that. Okay, so we can go here And no. We just go here, 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 here. So I could have done that. So I thought about that, and that may have been the better move, but I need to develop a board, right? So if he wants to use his last card to take out my Cheshire Cat, that's fine, right? We're not, because now I have all this extra damage. Okay, so he's going to take out Cheshire Cat. That really does actually suck. So he's going to take out Cheshire Cat here, but he's only questing to 15 next turn, and he's top decking. So I think we're still okay. Oh, yes. Okay. So we do this. And then we just quest all. I think we hold on to this. So that could have been the play, right? And that would have kept it alive also, which would have been good. Okay, so takes on the Rafiki. Doesn't quest. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, see, all you have to do is get really lucky. That's the secret to winning Lorcana. You just have to get really lucky over and over and over again, and you'll never get punished. You'll never get punished, right? So now we just take out Tramp just to be done with them. We don't want to have to worry about Tramp anymore. So I'm really bad though at this game, and I do really silly things like wasting that. I don't know why I thought Tramp was a 1-2, but we just did that. French luck, yes. Hey, I'll take any luck I can get, right? Okay. Especially after I do really silly misplays like what I just did. So like we deserve to lose for misplays like that. Okay, and then we just play the cat, right? Like, and just say goodnight. Like I mean, what do you even do at this point? Yeah. Oh my god. The enchanted table, funny, back in chapter 1. God, Omni, what a game to end on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's pull up a match while I respond to a couple things in chat that I missed. Let's see. We got Blurple versus this, green yellow versus amber steel. Is it aggro? No, we don't want to watch that. What do we want to watch while I respond to chat really quick? Whoa, 100 Acre Island? Yes. Okay. Respond to chat. Funny, back in chapter 1, there was a deck called Blue Hawaii, centered on Hades and Surfer Stitch, and now those two together are making a comeback in set 11. Hey, Omni, have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by, brother. I'm glad you stopped by. Sleep well, man. Stay happy and healthy, right? Yeah, so this is really exciting for me, Enchanted, because I didn't start playing until set 4, right before set champs, like a week before set champs started. So I never got to play in a meta where Surfer Stitch was playable. But like Molly and I, like, we love Lilo and Stitch. Like every time we go to Disney World, we stand in line to see Stitch. We go to Omni. Thanks for the follow, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. We go to the Hana breakfast every time. Like we love it. Hey, and we reached a follower goal. Thanks, Omni, man. The French are coming through tonight. All right. And we love it. Let me grab something really quick. So So to see Surfer Stitch be playable is like legitimately playable is really exciting for us, and something that I really like to see. But yeah, like when we go, I love getting cards signed by characters. I know some people like hate it, you know, and that's to each their own. Like if you hate it, that's perfectly fine, and you can tell me that's stupid, and that's fine. I'll tell you, you know, you're entitled to your own opinions, right? But like, so we go and I'll get the cards signed by like Stitch, and I'll like play with them too. I don't even mind. I'll just make it big for a second, but like it's signed by the characters, and we got Lilo and Stitch and Rapunzel and stuff. But so I'm just missing one Stitch enchanted that I'm getting from a friend when we go back down at the end of February to get signed by Stitch. I've got the Surfer Stitch, but it's in my purple yellow list that I ran for set 10, signed by Stitch. So it's just really cool to see it playable, right? That's the story. So I'm glad that I get to relive some of those chapter 1 exciting things. So VCB 43, I'm a Yerple enjoy Yerple. I love that name. I'm a Yerple enjoyer, so this is awesome. How is the board wipe feeling? So VC, we're trying something. Oh my god, he runs Hans. This is so cool. He's in a dangerous place, but this is really cool. Oh, I'm so jealous on me. I've only been to Disneyland Paris one time. My wife and it was when I was single though. I was an airman and I had very different things on my mind than experiencing and having fun at Disney for Disney. But we can't wait to go back. We really look forward to going back to Disneyland Paris, because my wife's never been. So, but VC, this is a very different, the version we're messing with right now. I think this game might be over. So the version we're messing with right now is a very different version of Yerple. I love that name. And it's very much catered to running Raging Storm. And it's feeling good. Like Raging Storm has been the reason that we've won multiple games now. But that's to be expected when this deck is built towards playing Raging Storm. This version has a lot of draw. You got Diablos, Cuscos, Elsas, Genies. Elephant is potential more draw. And then you're using the Shift Elsa, and they never come back to freeze the board to eventually get to Raging Storm. So you freeze the board. It motivates them to play more characters. You blow them all up with Raging Storm. And then we also have Draw, Guidebook, and Library. So this version is very much built around Raging Storm. So it's felt really good. Now, in a more tempo variation, which I have not played around with a lot yet, I've just been enjoying Blue, Yellow, and Steel Song too much. But in a more like tempo variation, I don't know if I'd care to run Raging Storm, right? So if we were, this was like day 1 of Fight Club allowing you to play new cards. So there's a lot of changes that need to be made to this. But if I was to run a more tempo variant, maybe with with the Demonas and the Hades and the Iagos and throwing in the Ursula 5s, then I don't think I would run Raging Storm, because it's too important for you to develop your board through healthy trades to then blow up your entire board, if that makes sense. So because our deck is built around Raging Storm, it works really well. I do love these two colors though. Again, Amethyst is extremely powerful, so what's not to love? I'm still not 100% convinced on Grandmother Willow over Lantern. There's a couple reasons for that, but the big one is it's a lot easier to answer Grandmother Willow than it is to answer Lantern. That being said, the cards that answer Lantern are really, like Wasabi's the big one, is really annoying for us. So I don't know. Grandmother Willow's a better top deck later on in the game. Lantern's a safer card. So 6-7, right? So that's true. Mowgli cannot hit Willow. That is very true, actually. That is Yes, that is true. That's a good point. So, um, but I think if we were to do something, I think you can safely bring back something like the Ursulas. Maybe. So the big question that I want, and I need to start playing more of this deck into the current meta of like blue yellow and stuff, because I need to figure out what feels good into blue yellow. And maybe the answer really is if blue yellow gets extremely popular, like an actual deck that's being played a lot, maybe the answer is library, because they don't have a good way to answer library. Like there's nothing in blue yellow that answers library very well. Yes, they have Stitch and they have like a lot of these cards, like, but if they're moving Moana into library, then we hit the Moana and that offers us the capability to do different things. So I don't know if that's the play either. Yeah, see, I really like Ohana means family. Like I know a lot of people have been really down on it, but I think Ohana means family is very slept on as well. Like I'm very happy that I have my playset, because I think that in the end, Ohana means family and Moana are going to be the top two, or Donald Duck. Donald Duck, the Emerald Donald Duck is really good. But anyways, that's I'm going off subject. But Ohana means family can work very well with a lot of these big butt characters, a 4/6, 2/5, even 3/4s, but 3/7s. Like there's a lot of capability there. And I just love what's happening. Like I love it getting more cards in rotation, because now the good deck builders, and not me, the good deck builders, the good deck builders are really going to be able to shine, because it's becoming a game of what we have lots of really good cards, but what are the best cards to make it work with what's in your deck already? And that's what you have to figure out, right? So maybe Pete is losing a little bit of popularity. Blurple's not running as much Pete anymore, so maybe we don't need as much World's Greatest Criminal Mind. World's Greatest Criminal Mind also weak against blue yellow, except for their Pete. So maybe we can cut that down. Maybe we don't, like, I don't, there's just so many places you can go. Maybe we don't need Iagos as bad because we have so many good evasive answers already. For me, Dumbo, Iago, and Genie are too old. Sorry, I don't have the good word in English. So no, I think I get what you're saying. Like you're essentially, we don't need them anymore, right? Like I think you're saying that we have so many better options to replace them that maybe we just don't need that draw engine anymore. And that could be true, right? So if we cut so it's funny you say that, because the reason this is called Bad Horsey is because my first version of this was built around trying to beat Grab Your Bow, Sizu, Headless Horseman, Horseman Strikes, things like that. So I had cut all my evasives out. Every single one of them. I cut all of them out, and then I did this crazy thing where I ran some Yzmas and other things. And it wasn't bad. Like, excuse me, it did really good about, excuse me, sorry, abusing people running Horseman Strikes and relying on that. So maybe that is something that legitimately is the answer of what can be done. So we could do something like Ohana means family. So if we add that in, and then I'm telling you guys, I was running Yzma in my first version, and oh my gosh, when Yzma, if you get one thing off with Yzma, like, it's disgusting. And then I'll tell you what, I was even running Timones. because blue yellow was so popular early on that I was even running Timon's. That didn't feel terrible. So this Timon is freaking beautiful. I love this artwork. If you guys didn't get to see it yet at a pre-release event, beautiful in person. Have you checked out the new Duck Detectives list? The Duck Detectives Darkwing deck. A lot of synergies and super interesting. Are you talking about R&B's list that he posted on the Maelstrom video? I haven't looked deep into it, but I have seen it because they were talking about it in the Discord. I won't share it because I don't know exactly what's going on in the Discord, but yeah, they were talking about it in the Discord, but I haven't looked deep into it yet. So, but I mean, getting a Darkwing Duck and then making everything a villain and then attacking it sounds fun. So, I think Bambi could be something. I keep looking at Bambi, and the problem for me with Bambi is it's really slow, right? And then we have, like, let's say we run Ohanamin's family. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards that we don't want to see with Bambi. So Timon is only good, in my opinion, if the meta gets taken over by a lot of like non-character decks, right? So blue yellow and blue yellow is really the biggest one, right? But if red yellow songs was to take over, things like that. So Timon worked really well early because it targeted those decks. Is it going to work now? Probably not, but it was a lot of fun. It was really fun. That's true. That is true about Bambi. That is true about Bambi, but I mean, that is true. And we can play it on turn 3 with Grandmother Willow. Okay, so let's assume for a second that we're on the play. So Bambi on the draw is terrible, right? Like Bambi on the draw is an awful card. In my opinion, because we already have the card advantage. We don't need more card advantage. We have to fight for the board. Like, so on the draw, I think Bambi is awful. And that makes me worried. Like, because this deck, it has a lot of good ways to fight back, but not if we're playing our 3-drop, into a Bambi. But then again, we need more 4-drops now. We need good things to do with our Grandmother Willow, right? So what if... I think we need more 1-drops right now, if we're being honest. I mean, that's true. Like, she's not a bad stat line. Like, a 3-5 is really annoying, right? Like that can be extremely difficult. Hey, you're good, man. Like, I thought Bambi was a girl for decades. Like, decades. So, never mind the fact that and what's crazy is I was really confused by the fact that he grew antlers later on in the movie because I thought he was a girl. So, yeah. So, okay. Sven is a great turn 3 play off of Grandmother Willow. So we're okay with that. 6 on Inkables feels disgustingly good. I like 10 1-drops. I think 10 1-drops is really important with how popular Amber Steel is right now and dogs. So I think this is fine. Depending on your local meta, you could cut this and just go to something else, and that would be fine as well. Do we want to mess around with this really quick just to see how it feels? I love Ohanamin's family. It's one of my favorite looking enchanteds of this set. Okay. Let's share it. Yes, Omni. So that's where it's weird, right? I think Rafiki, yes. Late game, Royal Guard is better. We already have a lot of answers into dogs. So I don't know. No, wrong thing. I don't know. So if you guys are curious, real quick, I'm going to go off subject. If you guys are curious what I'm doing here, so I have my Metafy where I type up my notes and stuff of my lists, and I type like what was working and not working, so I can like come back and look at it. And anyone else has access to this. This is completely free. But that's what I'm updating. And then also like when I can, I'll go in here and I'll update each match. And if I remember, I throw in my alters as well. So so you can see my alters, what I did, and then I talk about like if there was anything that stood out. Some of them it's chicken scratch, some of it's actually good notes. Like here, a lot of different notes that were impactful to my deck building. Here was a best of 3 where I actually saw all my alters. I'm not very good at updating it. Like I said, I play a lot of mobile, and a mobile, it makes it really almost impossible to update. But that's what I'm messing with. So I apologize that I keep pulling off screen to move things. But that's what we're looking at. So let me throw this on here really quick so I don't forget. Can I have the link? Yeah, let me publish this real quick. Publish. I always do minor updates, not so I don't bug people. Winter spell. Do I just, is this just all it is? Just this? Does this take, let me know if that link works, Omni, if that will take you to it. Or if I need to get you a different link. Like this one, maybe. Let me know if either one of those work. Okay. Let's give this a run through. Let's see what happens. We'll export, copy to clipboard, decks, new deck, purple yellow tempo, version 1, create, import deck, save. Okay, bang, 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 bang. Wait, infinity? Oh, they all say infinity. Oh, okay. All right. And then purple, yellow, tempo, version 1. Okay, join queue. Let's see if we can get our first loss for the night. Okay, did we include Ursula's in this? Okay, so we do have Ursula's. I wonder if we just run library. Yeah, going first. Okie dokie. So how hard do we go? I mean, if they're blue, we have to keep this, because if they're blue, then that's just really good. And then I think we go for Grandmother Willow. We want a 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is good. I like this. Okay, this is fine. Okay, let's see what happens here. So, hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, and sleep well, brother. I'm really glad you stopped by, man. Thank you. Okay, let's go Royal Guard, Inkwell. Yeah, Royal Guard into the Inkwell for Elenwe. And pass. Okie dokie. There's a couple different things. So we could have inked Stitch there. Oh, green, purple. Shoot. Okay, at least his Webby's not going to get a lot of value, so that's really good for us. We definitely are not going to play Stitch anytime soon, because we're going to get ready for our Demona. So let's go here. He's not going to play Snowfort yet, so we can go ahead and play Iago. And then I think we can just go ahead and quest here. If he wants to go Webby into Elenwy, we're not that's fine. Like it's fine if he does that. We're not super concerned about that. At least we won't have to deal with the shift then. But we play Mowgli turn 3, hoping to hit Snowfort. So that's the goal. Because Snowfort is extremely difficult for us to answer. Okay, that is unfortunate, but okay. So let's go ahead. We'll Mowgli first. Yes, we got the Snowfort. That is huge. That is huge for us. So, okay, that is so big for us. So Yzma, so we have no good way to answer Yzma right now, which is unfortunate. I think we get rid of Cheshire Cat here. Because I want to get down. Because if we go Cheshire Cat, he goes Louis. We take out the Louis with Iago. We play this. No, I think it's just here. And pass. We're in a tough spot right now. Not terrible. So he's gonna Louis here, which is fine. We need to keep drawing Inkables is our biggest thing right now. Yep, so he targets the Iago, which is fine. We're okay with that. So we do that. We can go ahead and quest this. We can ink this to play Cheshire, which doesn't feel super good. As long as if we draw another inkable, we're okay. The problem is we have 6 uninkables left in our deck still. Okay, so there's the Yzma. But he can't. If he quests with the Yzma next turn. Oh. Ooh, Elephant is really good for us. Okay. So here's what we can do though. So if we get rid of the Elephant, what if we get rid of Demona? Right? Because if we get rid of Demona, then if we get rid of Demona, he's going to let us draw 2 off of Hades. Right? Because he doesn't want to lose the card draw there. So he's going to play Elsa, then get the card draw from that. I think we just quest though and play Elephant. And then now we need to ink though. So I think we just ink here. And then quest. Okay. So that turn is going to be really important. And I'm going to have to come back and rewatch that turn later on. Because we could have done Hades to draw 2 there. Because he wouldn't have... okay. So we... Hey, Shark. Thanks for the follow, man. Really, really do appreciate that a lot. Okay, so... we ink Demona. Play Demona. Take out that. Quest. Okay. So he can play. If he goes Elsa, he can take out the Elephant. Okay. Is he going to play Hades? Cheshire Cat? That's fine. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. So he moves 2 damage to Mowgli. And then now we're going to Horseman Strikes the Dumbo. He can't quest. Okay, wait. So we move 1 damage to Cheshire Cat. No, so that won't work. So we need to move 1 damage to... What if we just decline? We do this. We do this to take out Dumbo. Okay. We drew an Elsa. That's perfect for next turn. So I think we just develop, right? We can ink the Royal Guard. We can play this. So we can quest for 2 here, or we can draw. I don't think we need to draw, because next turn, nothing really changes, so we can just quest for the 2 here. And there's no way for him to punish us unless he makes us draw cards. So we just get the 2 questing in because we have plenty of ink to be able to draw next turn. So just get the 2 quests while you can. So he could, okay, so he does that. Oh my goodness, Minnie Mouse. Very nice. I did not expect that. That is really unfortunate. I did not think about Minnie Mouse. Darn it. Oh, that feels bad, but hey, that's why we test, right? So, oh wait, does it not work? Is Minnie Mouse broken? Wait. Doesn't Minnie Mouse, when you play it, is Minnie Mouse broken? What does Minnie Mouse do? When you play this character, you may put the top card of your deck face down under one of your characters or locations with boost. Okay, so yeah, so he should have been able to draw a card and move the 2 damage to Elephant. So that is unfortunate. I did not expect that. Would it have been enough? Probably not. We were in a really dominating position that game at that point, but getting rid of my Elephant would have done a number. Done a big number on us. So, yeah, definitely got punished for that one. Whenever you put a card under this character, so he should have been able to move 2 damage. So we need to report Cheshire Cat. Unless it just didn't. Oh, the report function is not working. We needed another test. Fun to watch the matches and talking through it. Hey, man, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, that's just like, I got to admit, like, this is much easier than Pixelborn Connect in the sense of being able to talk about the games while we're playing it and getting to talk to you guys. Like, my favorite part of streaming is getting to talk to the chat. I think it's really fun. And Pixelborn Connect makes it really difficult to talk to the chat, especially if you're playing against someone that plays really fast. So I still try my best, but it's just difficult. This makes it really easy. This makes it a lot easier to talk to the chat, which is the best part. Lorcana is just like secondary. I like talking to people. What can I say? Yeah, I like talking to people. But so this is really nice to be able to talk through games and talk through the matches and stuff like that. So, but Purple Yellow's on fire, guys. I think we went undefeated with Purple Yellow tonight. Now, one of the games was just insane. Insane. Oh, these aren't my matches. Is there a way to see my matches? Like, guys, if you weren't here for it, you missed one of the, like, in my opinion, the most exciting game of Lorcana I've ever had. No, we can't see my matches. Account? Okay. Yeah, we went undefeated tonight. Uh, where did we start? Oh, I don't know. View my deck list. Okay. Okay, there's Blurple. Okay, this was green purple last night. So yeah, we went undefeated tonight. Very nice. Now that's fun. Can you always see the game logs of every game? No, you cannot. Okay. Um this one is unfortunate though because he did get screwed by that one. Unfortunately, we can't report it though. The report option's not working. So that is unfortunate. Playmat. Oh, we do need to turn sound off, unfortunately. So my stream last night did get demonetized for copyright because they have the song clips. So that was a little unfortunate. So unfortunately, no songs. Um, because I can't I don't like to play. YouTube can go like they don't care about copyright stuff, and then all of a sudden they care a lot about copyright stuff. So I don't even play games with it. I don't even play games with they if they say like this video, is gonna be demonetized for copyright music. Like it's not a strike, but it can be, and I just don't even play games with it. So we're not even gonna risk it. But dirty dog player. Dirty dog player that looks like they're going to lose, and that makes me very happy. Oh, this is beautiful. Because now if he takes out he has to hit the Mulan, but if he hits the Mulan, he takes 2 damage anyways, and the Cheshire Cat takes it out. So he's like screwed. And the spectator mode on this on Duels is really good. Like I'm real. Oh, it's Brian. Brian's playing. Which one's Brian? Brian's the red purple player. Nice, man. I love it. I love to see it. I love red purple because they just decimate dog players, and that makes me really happy. Oh, they're just questing. They said screw it. So Cheshire Cat's gonna challenge into Daisy Duck, move 2 damage to Tramp. Mulan takes out Tramp. What? I don't know if you needed to play the genie there. I have not been playing Ruby Amethyst, right? But and then Mulan just goes into Tramp. Call it a day. Nope, he's saving the 2 damage. See, here's the problem though. Because he did that, the dog player DSB can now play Tramp. So he needed to take out the baby Tramp so that his opponent couldn't play the big Tramp. And maybe it doesn't matter because he has Cheshire Cat. So in the end, it probably doesn't matter. Oh, 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 that is unfortunate for him. What? Why did the dog player quest everything though? Because now you just take it out. You go Mulan, Cheshire Cat. No, you move 2 damage with Mulan. Mulan challenges. That's 5 damage. Cheshire Cat finishes the Tramp. Like, why did he quest the Tramp? Why did he do that? Why did he do that? Oh my goodness. That was a huge misplay. Oh, Dapper Rascals broke. No, he got the draw. Okay. That was a huge misplay. He should not have quested there. He should have forced Brian to have the Elsa. He should have forced Brian to have the Elsa, and then he would have been okay. Okay, so he gains 3 here. To go to 13. Wait, he didn't get the lore from the. He didn't use Gogo's ability. Gogo's ability costs 2, right? What's happening? What's happening right now? All right. That's enough of that game. That's enough of that game. I want to see green blue lose. Hey, we played this guy. What is Utopia? Once during your turn, whenever you move a character here, you may draw a card, then choose and discard a card. That's a weird one. I think you're better off just playing Zootropolis, right? Zootropolis is a 1/5 that quests for 1. Unless he just has a whole bunch of like locations, right? I mean, this does have the Mulan effect, but I just don't think you're ever really using that. I mean, you could though, right? Like the fact that you could makes it really dangerous. I think Zootropolis is just better though. I don't know. Maybe that is worth it. You know, huge shout out to the guy who made Duels because he's fixed every single thing we reported as a bug yesterday. He fixed the Shift Rhino. He fixed the Chicha. He fixed Visions, Pete, Develop Your Brain. So anything that lets you search your deck or like reveal the top cards off your deck, your opponent could see the cards you were looking at. He fixed all of those when I reported them. I reported Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck because when you inked a card with Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, it would show in the game log what you inked. So he fixed that already. So he fixed. We reported like 9 issues, or I reported like 9 issues last night. He's fixed every single one of them. ZW Code, welcome by the Duels.inc is a brand new server like Fight Club that somebody's created. And this is it. Like this right here is Duels.inc. It's a way for you to play Lorcana without having the cards, and it's pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. So we'll do one more game tonight. We're gonna do one more game, and then I need to go to bed. We've been on here for a while, and you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. Maybe. Okay. All right. It's pretty neat though. My competitive journey. So my competitive journey's been a little interesting, VC. So I'm active duty Air Force first, right? And that's been a big part of what has impacted my journey, right? In that it's prevented me from doing a lot of competitive Lorcana because since I started Lorcana, I've been playing Lorcana since, like I said, right before Ursula set champs, and I was a Steel Song main and loved it to death. I miss Steel Song every day of my life. But absolutely loved it, and I did really well with it. I won a set champs mat in Ursula's with every set champs Ursula set champs. I lost my first set champs for something that was really silly. My second set champs, I made second place. My third, and I got first place. And then I've won a mat ever since, except for last set and except for the sets that I was deployed. I've only been able to make it to one DLC. It was DLC Vegas, where so Blurple. We'll keep the Ellenwee for now. But I played I think we want to do this. DLC Vegas, where I got like 512th, I think, at DLC Vegas, like 3 months after I started playing. So very happy with that. Since then, though, I haven't been able to go to any DLCs, any big events. Set champs is all I get to go to. My deployment took a lot of time from me, so that was a big red purple. Okay, so interesting. So we don't need this. Let's set this up so that we can Elsa his Lumiere next turn. Yeah. Okay. So only set champs. Unfortunately, with my deployment and a lot of military things, with my position, it does take priority over Lorcana. So it's prevented me from having those opportunities, unfortunately. But that's okay. That's life, right? Lorcana is definitely a secondary thing for me. And um because the military is my livelihood and I love what I do in the military. I'm very thankful for my career and very thankful for what the military has given my wife and I. But that's been my competitive journey. So, very short. I apologize. It's not fancy or exciting. Um, but that's it. Yeah. So, um, okay. No, it's my pleasure, guys. Like I said, I love what I do in the Air Force. We call it bleeding blue, and I very much bleed blue. And what that essentially means is that um, I'm very patriotic. So I love what I do. I love being able to serve because a lot of people don't get the opportunity to serve. And I'm blessed enough that I do get the opportunity to serve. So it means a lot to me to be able to do it. So um but yeah, so I am very patriotic. So sometimes people have seen me get a little bit tilted based off of what some people will say. But it's just because I get very patriotic. We'll just leave it at that. So I very much believe in what America and what I'm doing. So for better or for worse. So Shark, I put together a Steel song list last night. Today, awesome, man. Um I wonder if he'll take out Willow. I don't think Will. Okay, Elsa was definitely the right answer, so that was good for him. Um, nice, man. I've been having a lot of fun with Steel Song. It's been weird, but I think it's been going very well. That's unfortunate. Um, and when I say yes, there's our Demona. So that is beautiful. Let's do this. Let's see if he has Demona. Okay, we'll take that out. We'll ink this. Okay, so if he turns everything sideways, that is unfortunate, but we're okay with that. We're okay with that. So him turning everything sideways would hurt us a lot, but that's okay. We will recover. See, okay, no inkable, no inkable, no inkable, no inkable. Oh, he got the inkable. That's two sharks though. So, okay. So that is unfortunate, but because he's going to go here. Wait. Oh, and then here. Okay. That was not good though. He shouldn't have done it like that. No, I guess it works out the same way, actually, so it doesn't matter. So we do this. It does, yeah, it works out the same way. So actually it didn't change anything. So yeah, that was fine. Let's go here. Exert one. Play here. Take that. Pass. Okay. Mostly saw him because yeah, I'd love to see it, man. I don't know if you're. I don't know. I think my chat bot is still banning. I need to fix my chat bot, but you can try putting in the link in the chat, and we'll check to see if my chat bot restricts it. Otherwise, you can post it in the Discord. I'd love to check it out, man. Still trying to find my favorite way to build it, but really been enjoying Steel Song. Ooh, what's he gonna do here? Show me more? No? Okay. Okay, so we're at how much ink? One, two, we're at 7 ink. So we can do this. Ooh, I don't really want to Mowgli though. What could we Mowgli? I think we just do this, this, this. If he Cheshire Cats, that's unfortunate, but okay, let's see what he does here. If he Cheshire Cats, that is going to be annoying. But now we can Elsa. We can Elsa into his. Okay, so he takes out Elenwee. That's fine. Oh my gosh, he takes out Elenwee. Elephant goes into Headless Horseman, and then we. Oh no, not Mulan. So Mulan's really annoying because we can't let his Mulan live. Because his Mulan will take out. Crap. Okay. What's our options here? I mean we have to take out Mulan, right? We just can't let that Mulan live in case he has the shift Mulan. We just can't do it. We can't risk it. So we'll take the draw 2. We'll take the draw 2. No, we'll do this. We take out the Elsa. And then we pass. Okay, that's good. Okay. Yeah, yep. And that's just it. Like my Lorcana is my first ever TCG. Crap. Oh, that's fine though. That's fine. Um Lord Okay. So he moves all the damage to a character to move 2. Oh, because he doesn't. Oh no, that's just not. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, this is going to go badly for him because now we're going to do this. We're going to draw 4. Oh man, hit him with the Ohana and that feels terrible because now we can also Hades. Do we just go super greedy and hit him with the Hades now? I think we do. I think we just hit him with the Hades and see what he does. Hey, it worked. It worked, Shark. I'll throw it. I'll throw it up. I'll look at it here after this game. Okay, and then we can ink here. And pass. But yeah, VC. Like, Lorcana's, I enjoy it. I enjoy content creation because I felt like when I started content creation, there was something missing. So I've enjoyed that and getting to do that. And it's also let me meet a lot of new people, which has been awesome. And Lorcana has been really good for me. Deployments can be rough, right? This last deployment, we were there during the 12-day war and a lot of other things that happened. So one of the big things about deployments and coming back from them is they tell you like, yeah, that was just unfortunate, man. That felt it's being around people, right? And Lorcana has allowed me to be around people ever since I got back home, and that's been awesome. So Lorcana is work comes first, but I love Lorcana and I love the ability to stream and do content creation. Oh no. And all of this fun stuff that I get to do because of Lorcana. So, and it hasn't felt like a job yet, so I can't complain. Shark, it didn't work. What can we do differently? Do you want to try a different link? Sorry, I went off on a soapbox. I apologize. That you probably didn't want to hear half of that stuff, but I'm also a pretty open book, so I don't know. Sometimes I go off on a soapbox. So I apologize to anyone who didn't need to or want to hear about all of that. So jeez. Gosh, that felt good. That purple yellow game felt so good. We just had everything go our way though. Like that. Gosh, these purple yellow games though. We keep talking about how like everything went our way, but I mean, isn't that kind of a isn't that it doesn't that kind of point you towards something though? If you just feel like everything is going your way, then doesn't that just point you towards maybe the deck is like actually firing on all cylinders? We're off to a good start, Shark. We're off to a good start. Come on, load, baby. Load, baby. Currently in the process of sleeving my cards, so you play testing me while I do as a vibe and much appreciated. Sweet, man. Hey, that's all I'm looking to do, right? Have some fun with people. Have put on a vibe. I don't know the right way to say it, but I just want to have a good time with people. Provide a little bit of entertainment, right? That's everything that I'm trying to do, man. So, and hopefully help some people along the way. So, yeah. So this is really close to a version that I've run. Um, right now, I'm trying something a little bit on the deeper end. So if we go here, and I'm not saying this because like my version's better. I'm essentially because Steel Song's in a weird place. We have tons of things that we can do. We have the Doc plus Nani package, which is amazing and fast and strong. We have but we also have the Goliath package as well. So like here I tried Goliath and Doc and Nani, and that felt a little strange. So right now a list that I'm trying is only on Doc and Goliath, no Nani. But up here I think so I was on Doc plus I didn't have any Nani in this list, which I think is a mistake. No Nani in this list either. I could have sworn I tested Nani, but maybe I didn't in this. Um this is the difficult part of Amber Steel right now, right? Because I think this and going really hard into getting the Akut off is really big, right? One thing that this like looking at two questers, right? We got 4, 8, 10. That does scare me a little bit. Yeah, so this one's definitely lower to the ground, right? But one thing that like I said, one thing that it does worry me a little bit is how has it felt with so little two questers into some of into Blurple and some of the slower decks. Yes, Shark 100%. Nani is a monster of a card. Like Nani is the reason that a mid-range Amber Steel is even possible in my opinion. Like the biggest reason this deck used to lose to Blurple is Hey Theo, what's going on, brother? Coming in with the 4th month. You're too kind, man. You're too kind. I appreciate you. I hope your night's going well, man. So but Nani is the reason that I think a mid-range Amber Steel can work. Period. Dot blank. I don't know. So yes, Nani's amazing. I love Nani. Running Goliath and Doc helps a lot as a core draw consistently in games, but having both in hand, yes, Scott. And so that's been one of the interesting things is trying to figure out, because I don't really enjoy Blue Steel, so I've never played a lot of it, which means I've never played a lot of Doc plus Goliath. So right now I'm trying to figure out when do I want to ink Goliath to just play Doc, or is there a time where I just want to play hold on to get to the Goliath and things like that? That's been a little tough to figure out so far. So I think Amber Steel, this set is going to be the most difficult to play than it's ever been before. And I really do believe it's a 0 mistake deck. I think it's extremely high skilled deck, this set, and we're still trying to figure out what the best way to build it is. It felt good into Blurple. It just goes very, very wide. Yeah. And that's the whole goal. Like, we're essentially playing it the same way we played Amber Steel pre-rotation with Whole New World. Just trying to go super wide so they can't deal with all of it. And most decks can't, right? Happy Valentine's Day. It's been great. Went to Micro Center and then lunch and now spending the night with Tracy. What is Micro Center? Hang on, guys. We're going to take a detour because Theo's a local and he just subscribed for 4 months. So, what is this place? Computers and electronics? What is this place? Oh, I don't need to be going to this place. Wow. Interesting. Well, speaking of this place, what is your guys' opinions on buying used computers? Because I'm on a laptop that was meant to only play old school RuneScape, so it's not great. So when I edit videos, it sounds like a jet is going to take off, and then my laptop's gonna blow up. Blazin' Beza, how's it going? Thanks for the follow. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here. Hope you're enjoying yourself. But yeah, what's your guys' thoughts on used computers? Stay away, quit being cheap, or go for it? Okay. 2 quests aren't the biggest issue. Playing 2 characters in a turn, so it's kind of doing the same thing with an additional body. Yeah. I agree. And maybe that's the whole point, right? Because Troubadours and Ursulas are just tough to answer, right? Like, that's a really hard, like, those are big bodies to answer. I've really liked Stitch. I don't know if we need 4 angels unless your local meta is just really heavy in angel or aggro. If your local meta is super heavy in aggro, you run 4 angels all day. But I think I'd like to at least go to 3 Stitches in a list like this, just to really hit that draw engine. Because if you get a Stitch down and then you can play a Dock and then quest off the Stitch and you refill with 3 cards and they have to answer your 4, 5, 2, that feels really good. But Angel's also a beast. Like, I've been playing Blue Steel and running 4 of each feels too much sometimes, but needed for Angel shenanigans. Yeah, 100%. So, I don't know. I think that's one of the more challenging things with these heavy aggro or these heavy Dock Goliath things is trying to figure out when you just want to Dock versus Goliath. And maybe if you just remove the Goliath and just focus on Dock, you take out one of those levels of thought, right? You just make it easier. There's something to be said about that. It reminds me of Frank Karsten posted an article like a year and a half ago about why he doesn't run cards like why he wouldn't run cards like Bare Necessities back in the day, because throughout an entire DLC, you're putting so much mental stress on yourself trying to remember what they're playing. So maybe you make the lines a little bit easier. You don't run Goliath. Shark, I have not been the biggest fan of Beyond the Horizon. I'll be honest. There's not a lot of decks that have a metric ton of cards in their hands at all times. So Beyond the Horizon has felt kind of bad, if we're being honest. I've much preferred Dock and Goliath over Beyond the Horizon shenanigans. That's versus Goliath and Beyond the Horizon. There's been games where it was good, like against Green Blue, but it was rare. It was rare. It's a 2-ish hour drive to go. I'll have to check it out, Theo. It's a giant store for nerds. It's sick. There's one near me in California. Okay, Theo, we'll have to talk about this because Shane told me that I asked Shane if I could do a computer that would be decent for what I need it for like editing and stuff. And I was like, how does $1,000 to $1,500 sound? And he made it like, he said I would get a terrible computer. I wouldn't be able to build anything good with, $1,500. And so I just kind of gave up on that thought. But if you're saying $1,200, I could do a good like pre-built thing. Like we need to talk. We need to talk because my laptop it's not gonna make it. Like it's not gonna make it. Recently, it started just auto shutting off my editor while I was editing videos. So we'll have to talk about that. It is a gaming computer. But sorry guys, I'm catching up on chat. I got off on a tangent and I got left behind. Um okay, you'll chat with me Friday. Perfect. It is a gaming laptop. It's an Asus Tough Gaming F15. I bought this thing at Walmart because my previous computer was like from 2009 and I wanted to play old school RuneScape and have Discord up at the same time. So that's all I cared about. And this computer's doing it, but it's just it's starting to have a really tough time. It's like it's pretty warm right now. It's really really hot right now actually, which is interesting. So, okay. Amber Steele's song needs the perfect line every time, in my opinion, which is scary in some matches. And see, I don't know. We were talking about this earlier, Danelle. Like, every win with Amber Steele feels weird. And I don't know why it feels weird. Like, and maybe it feels weird because, like, I feel so accomplished when I get the win. I don't know. There's just something weird about it. Not a bad weird. The deck is great. The deck is really good. But something just feels weird. I can't put my finger on it. Like, I just don't know what it is yet. But it feels good. And I'm seeing a lot of success with it. So it's weird. Scotty, I bought one from an online computer store as an X demo for half the price of a brand new one. And it's still going to the day. Use live streaming, so it's been wonders. Maybe I need to look for something like that. Look for those deals. Angel plus Thunder or Strength just kind of ensures you're killing whatever. Angel can't sing Thunderbolt. But what Angel can do is sing a coup to get out air. Oh, Angel, this Angel. Yes. Duh. I remembered our conversation. I had to go back a second. Yes, 100%. You're killing everything. And that's been one of the, like, in my notes, like, I actually talk about that somewhere. Like, one of my matches, I talk about how Angel was letting me just kill everything because I could Thunderbolt and then also discard a card to draw 2. I think one of the issues with Angel is she's very high skill cap. Knowing when you can afford to discard a card to deal 2 damage is a big part of that. So yeah, Beyond the Horizon, yeah, it's a card I've always wanted to be good. So Amber Steel is boring to me. Bring on the control list. Theo, you missed it. You missed it. So, you definitely missed it. So we've been playing a purple yellow control list. It's been purple yellow, lots of draw and Raging Storm, and I was against, I think, a Blurple player. We held them at 18 and came back from 2 lore. Held them at 18 for like 4 turns. They got to 19. We held them at 19 for like an additional 3 turns. It was insane. It was amazing. So it's earlier on in the stream though. If you get bored, we go pretty crazy. So all right, let me grab it for you, man. Let me make sure I saved this. Here. Okay, I'll share 2 lists because this is the list we first were trying and we realized we were forgetting a bunch of the cards we needed for it. So this was version 1 that we had on stream and we realized we were missing a bunch of the important cards. This is version 2. Okay. Let's see. That's a good way to look at it. One less thing to worry about is going to help my first DLC in Melbourne will help my mental capacity going to match 8 at the end of the day. Yes, Scott. So I'll see if I can find, I don't know if you guys are in the Discord. We'll do a shameless plug really quick. I'll see if I can find that article from Frank. It was a really, really good art. Every article by Frank, I encourage anyone to read it. But it was just really I don't know. It was really cool what he had to say about the mental side of trading card games. And just something like Bare Necessities, where the card can be really good for the local meta or for a DLC, but what is the risk, the pros and the cons? The pros, it's really good into a lot of decks. The cons, you exhaust yourself, and that's really dangerous because now day one has more games in it than it used to back in the old version of the DLCs. So that's a lot of mental stress. That's a lot of mental load that you have to worry about. So personally, I'm looking at Sapphire decks. I really don't want to go Purple Steel. Yeah, Theo, we talked about that earlier. It's so boring. What sucks is it's so good. Amethyst Steel is so good. And I wish I could play it, but I can't. I just find it extremely boring. Like, but more power to anyone that can. Like, if you just care about playing and winning, like, and you find it enjoyable, play Amethyst Steel all day, brother. Like that, the deck is phenomenal. Like, it is a great deck. So Frank is the GOAT. So yeah, I know he comes from honestly I like winning. Yeah. There you go, man. There you go. So I just can't do it. I can't do Amethyst Steel, man. It just um but yeah, Frank is the GOAT. I know he's a Magic the Gathering Hall of Famer, so yeah, anything Frank has to say, anything he writes, I'm immediately reading it and looking into it. So the man is a TCG OG. Yeah, my pleasure, Blazin. I hope it was helpful. I know I go off on tangents sometimes. I apologize, especially like I got stuck behind in the chat, so that didn't help things either. So I do apologize for that, and then trying to get caught up. Um, but yeah, Shark. I think the list is good, man. Like, um, I think that's the really the big thing is trying to figure out, do we oh, my wiener dogs have sensed a disturbance in the force. Oh wait, Blazin, are you Shark? Oh no, you're Scotty. Oh, Blazin, you're Scotty. Oh, okay. I'm tracking. Okay. um, I think that's the big question: is how many angels do we need? Right now, I'm testing not playing any angel. Um, is what I'm testing with. And again, I'm not saying my version's correct, like by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just trying to test everything with the limited time that I have. So I'm not testing any angel right now. And because I'm not, oh, I am. Never mind. I did not take angel out. Don't listen to me. I thought I was, but I'm not. So I am testing Rhino because Rhino can just do nasty things. So this list is focused on a lot of two questers. So no Nani, so I can't go quite as wide. Um, with what I like you can with the Nani dock stuff. So I'm playing a little bit of a longer game because I'm not running the Lilos either. And I keep switching back to Lilos. Like I keep throwing the Lilos back in it just because the Lilo is just so good later on in the game, especially with Grandmother Willow, because Grandmother Willow makes your Lilo cost 1. So I keep switching back to Lilos. And if I wanted to, we could do something like cutting the Rhino to switch back to Lilos and then cutting the baby Rhino to switch to Mulans or Auroras. And that would feel fine because Aurora lets you get Aerial down on 3 for those turns you don't see your Singer 4 or Angel to sing a Cood. Yeah. Freeload at the beginning of your turn is kind of cracked. And it is. It really is. The reason I've cut it right now is because there's so many tempo decks that they're not having an issue answering the Lilo right away. So, but every time I cut it, I do miss it. So we will probably end up back on it at some point. So I think I'm on World's Greatest because I played like 3 red-blue decks in a row and I never had Thunderbolt. Like I was never able to answer their Strengths of Raging Fire in a timely manner. Or sorry, able to answer their sharks. Let's check though. Account. Okay, so here we were on one. Oh, we did win. Okay. Red, blue. We lost. Oh, that was with green, purple. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we did beat the red, blue player when we were playing Steel Song. So maybe not. Never mind then. Never mind. But yeah, I don't know. World's Greatest Criminal Mind because I like an easy song, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I felt like there wasn't enough for Ariel, so that's part of the reason I wanted it. This is why I have to update my notes. Because if I don't update my notes, I forget why I've added stuff and taken out stuff. And then I end up repeating myself. I love John Smith. I love this card. Unfortunately, I just don't think he fits right now. But love, love, love John Smith. I think anything probably viable. I think anything is probably viable, which is where you want Lorcana. Yeah. This is, I heard someone refer to it as a jungle meta like the other day. And yeah, I think this set, especially right now, because there's nothing to really dictate the meta right now, is very wide open. Very, very wide open. And I think it's exciting. Like I'm here for that. I like that you don't know what you're going to run into. I don't know. I know some people don't. They'd rather have a triangle meta or whatnot so they can tech, but you know, to each their own. So, but ladies and gentlemen, it is late. I have been live for 3 hours and 36 minutes. No, Molly wasn't feeling too good, so she wanted to go to bed. So I just figured, why not? We'll play, and we had a great time with Red. With purple yellow. I'm going to submit a request that it shows what we played, not just our opponent. Because I hate not being able to see what I played. But we had a good time. We had a good time tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. But before you leave, don't leave yet. Okay, don't leave yet. Because we're going to show some love. I'm sure someone else is streaming. So we're going to do a raid. Because that's the cool thing to do. And that's what we do. We support the other creators, all right? So we manage stream. We go to rate a channel. Yeah, I appreciate you guys being here, man. I had a lot of fun tonight. I think that Duels offers a lot more ability to chill out with you guys, which is great. No Brian, so looks like we'll show. Do you guys want to see pack opening or Malferon? Looks like Malferon's playing games. So do you guys have a preference? Pack opening, playing games. Let me know. Yeah, I had a good time tonight. We started with organizing cards. That was a good time. I think. I don't know. You guys doing it on stream motivated me to getting it done. So I appreciate you guys a lot, especially those who stuck with me while I was organizing them. So, and then we just had some fun with some Yerple. So, okay, doesn't seem like anybody has a desire for who we watch. So, Mal, okay, there we go. All right, Mal it is then. Let's show some love to our pediatric surgeon, pediatric doctor. Is it the same thing? I don't know. Oh, he's playing in his house. Okay. Appreciate you guys being here. I'm not going to drag it on anymore. Thank you so much for watching. Theo, thank you for the 4th month. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you for the list. To Shark. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Stay happy and healthy. Let's hit this guy with all the raids, with the let goes, with the swolls, all that fun stuff. Appreciate you guys. Oh, last thing. Next video I do on YouTube is going to be about Steel Song. It's also going to be a Trove giveaway for Winter Spell. I messed up. I should have done it like a week ago. I forgot. I'm sorry. It's going to be the next video. Stay happy and healthy, guys. I'll see you around, all right?